What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? What's going on tonight, y'all? We back. We back. Let's go. What's up, y'all? How was everybody weekend going so far? What's good, y'all? What's good? What's up? The What's Poppin' show. What's up? Yeah, people probably think I was gonna come on tonight, but yeah, we here. What's up, y'all? Hopefully everybody chilling. If you catching this live tonight, that means you might be in the house. So that means you might be good for the night. Something like that. Shout out to everybody that's on the move though. You know what I'm saying? What's up though? Just tapping in. What up, Wax? What up, bro? Anybody want to come on? The link is in the chat, man. Got some shit to talk about. This a dumbass chick, man. Anyway, man, just chilling, man. What's good? Some other shit we're gonna talk about too. Other than that, I'm just really chilling for real, y'all. It's a kickback, man. So do this a little different. The link is in there though, y'all. Anyway, man, we're gonna get into this shit. This is a members only event. Shout out to everybody catching the replay. Chat, what's good for the night, man? Who drinking, man? Who drinking? Who rolling up? It's Saturday. Anyway, man, speaking of drinking and smoking, they saying that they saying CHRISEAN baby, man. They saying something wrong with that baby, man. Because we know she was smoking and drinking and smoking her whole pregnancy. So some people saying they think her baby blind. People got jokes, but people saying her baby blind. People saying her baby slow. People saying she had a crack baby, but it's really sad because we know what she was doing with the baby. And plus the whole thing is we got a peep game, y'all, how they let that woman run around the whole country doing that shit. And we know in real life, the average woman will go to jail for that shit. So that's why that shit crazy. They let her promote that whole unfit parents and shit. And we don't know what's up with that baby. So anyway, man, I think she claims she stopped getting high. I don't know, but that baby's sad. And that baby's still small. What up, y'all? What's up? We just chilling, man. Anyway, let's go, y'all. Cruising. Ain't nothing major. I'm really chilling. But look, man, this shit tripped me out today, y'all. Because I'm like, yo, man, this chick, just when I said I thought she disappeared, she did, but she now talking about she not getting fucked up no more. But that ain't the point. Point is, her fucking shine is gone for one, y'all. Told you her shit was gonna be over with. Now she getting cooked, man. But it's really sad because she claims she stopped smoking and drinking. But really her career is over. She never really had one, but people think that CHRISEAN Rock's son is blind. What 8-month-old baby sees food and doesn't grab? Basically saying, y'all, her baby like a stillborn. And we clearly see what she was doing when she was pregnant. Now we know it's nothing new. A woman going to the club pregnant, ain't nothing new about that. But it's how she was going to the club. But this what she was promoting though. And then people wonder why something wrong with the baby. That's all we looking at. Because remember, it don't got to be nothing wrong with the baby if just was smoking and drinking. She was doing a whole lot of moving around. Get it? Probably doing other drugs, not getting enough rest, a lot of shit. Arguing, fighting, stress. So I can see why something might be wrong with that baby, man. And y'all know he in jail and shit. So, like I said, man, this shit wasn't that major. I just want to see what people think about this shit. Because this shit out of control, man, for real. And my point is, as you see, y'all, she was drinking when she was pregnant. Now, how could this happen, though? All I need somebody to tell me is could this shit happen in real life? Like if a woman was pregnant and somebody filmed her drinking while she was pregnant, would she get in trouble and shit? Or would they take the baby from her when the baby come out? When she got seen drinking and smoking on camera and all that shit. That's all I want to know. That's really it, y'all. What's up, Deja? What's up, y'all? Laurie. That's all I want to know. What's up, Tiger? All I want to know is If this was somebody else, would they go to jail or get their baby taken as soon as it come out? Because this shit crazy. But then somebody threw a side shot, y'all. It was like y'all talking about Blueface and CHRISEAN relationship. But let's talk about Biggie Small's daughter, Tiana Wallace, giving up her house, giving up her own house just so her man can get out of prison. Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember Biggie's daughter put the house up for bond for her boyfriend and shit. Yeah, shit crazy. What's up? What's up, Sharon? What's up, Swirl Girl? What's up? Hold up. Did you say Vision? Okay, besides that chit chat syndrome, the baby has something else wrong with it. Okay. See, I know y'all had updates on that. Yeah, on some real shit. Yeah, something wrong with that baby, man. But it's just weird to me how they let her do all that shit and keep the baby and just they let her promote that shit, man. Mind you, y'all know how many followers she got. So we spoke about before, CHRISEAN never had no talent, man. She got caught up being Blueface's girlfriend, and Blueface only had one fucking hit song for real, y'all. That was a long time ago. But they was getting paid. All that shit she was doing, she was getting paid. As you can see, that's probably was a little walkthrough. She was getting paid. That's why she was, doing what she was doing. And you gotta remember, y'all, TMZ was promoting her. TMZ promoted her real hard. But the thing is, now that they saying something wrong with that baby, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Something wrong with that baby. And I'm just tripping how she still got the baby. And she one of them chicks that think having a baby is an accomplishment. So I don't know, man. Also, y'all already know, man, she into all they into all that child exploitation too, though. You feel me? So using the kid for clout, and at the same time, y'all know what it is. Same old shit, basic shit. Another scenario. Talk about this shit. This the real shit right here, y'all. This shit crazy. This is shit. These are some of the things we was talking about. Y'all know I've been talking about with this child stuff, children getting snatched and all that, all this crazy shit. Also spoke about how, if you notice, it's more smoke shops, tobacco shops, vape, all this shit is more of them in your neighborhood than grocery stores and corner stores now. There's more of these shits in your neighborhood than Chinese restaurants, chicken spots. Get it? People smoking more than eating now. But the point is, what I'm talking about with this shit, not in this particular one, but it was a situation where a man had a vape. He had a store in Connecticut. And some teenage girls, 13, 14, all these different ages, come in the store, and they did something strange for some change. And the word was that this particular owner, the word was amongst the kids, if you go to his store and you do something strange, he'll let you get some free vapes and some free stuff out the store. And that shit was happening recent, y'all. This is what I was trying to tell people, man. These kids have turned out, y'all. That turned out. These are all the things we was talking about. We was talking about the music they listen to already got them trained to get gifts for services. So I was talking about with all these female rappers, not hating on them. The female rappers that's out now, they for grown-ups, they not for kids, but they promote them to kids. That's my point. So this motherfucker right here, y'all, was letting the kids come in his store, the little girls, and yeah, whatever he'll take them to the back. He'll turn the cameras off and go to the back. And then whatever he had them doing, he was doing. And he was doing it to a lot because the word had spread. So when the word spread, he tried to go on the run. We're going to get back to her trifling ass too. This him right here, y'all. Do y'all see how much they lumped that motherfucker up? They lumped his shit up. Y'all see, they lumped his shit up. What 14-year-old girls allegedly did for vapes got convenience store clerk arrested. See that? Convenience store clerk had little girls doing wild shit in the back for vapes. Told y'all, this the new fiend shit, y'all. It has nothing to do with crack cocaine, man. People fiend out for vapes, all that, man. All type of shit. Everything is a fad following, a cult. Get it? Yeah. And don't forget, man, they the main ones with their store in the hood. Y'all know that. They had a store in the poor neighborhood and they had their way with the people, with the girls, all that shit. Y'all know that. A lot of time they get a wife, they get a black woman, make her a wife, make her work the register. Y'all know how that shit go. The point is, man, these are motherfuckers be in the neighborhood. You see, he got his issue though. One thing I will say, they fucked him up. You could tell he got fucked up. They beat that nigga so bad he looked black. You feel me? Y'all see how they beat the shit out that dude, man. Anyway, y'all, look, we're gonna get back to her too, but yeah, man, this all the proof right here, man. This dude had them coming back to the store, all type of shit. It got worse. We then say we will hear. Hold up, they said that shit's so small, but hold up. They talking about how they said they was, coming to return inside the store, and at one point he would just let him in. He'll tell him to come back, and then he would just. They said 1.2, he had him in the back. He wouldn't let him leave out. He wouldn't let him leave out until he was finished having his way with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was making him do, y'all. I ain't gonna talk about that on this channel, but I'm just showing you this the shit that's going on right now, man. This shit going on right now. So this is what I was telling y'all, that all people, like all children, teens, everybody's vulnerable. People poor, starving. Everybody's been they've been promoting prostitution, man. That's what's been. Y'all know what's going on, man. I'm trying to tap dance around this shit, but the truth is, man, prostitution been being promoted for a little minute now, and now you see it's going down to the little ones. You see it start with vapes at 14. Y'all know, see, grown fucking men. Now, what 14-year-old have enough sense to go to a vape shop or a store trying to get some fucking vapes? Who thinks like that? Just showing you, y'all. It's different now. So we know we had to talk about her, because this bitch is trifling too, y'all. She did some other shit. This mom got arrested for making her sons walk miles to a Walmart alone at night in the AM. Made them walk miles. 2 little kids. Made them walk 12 miles, y'all. Her little kids. See that shit? This the shit people doing, man. You know, we had a lot of specials on people losing their fucking mind and shit. Yeah, poor babies, y'all. What's up, Belinda? What's up, Laurie? What's up, y'all? Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. All I be trying to tell people is this, man. You got to just be on point. If you got people you love, you got to tell them what's going on. I'm telling you, man, you got to tell them what's going on. You know, it was a time where people, that's how people grew up. That's how it was. That was basic things to what, y'all? Send your kids to the stores. We went to the store young, send somebody to the store, but now you send somebody to the store. It's different now, You got the store clerk flirting with them, offering them money, waving gifts. We saw articles where the mother sent her daughter to the store to use the EBT card. She ain't never come back. Like shit like that is going on now, y'all. So we just trying to let people know it's not a game. Then you got this right here. I want to know what y'all think about this. This teacher got in trouble for beating the brakes off a student. Y'all know these students different. Y'all know these students be going viral for fucking teachers up. But this teacher right here fucked the boy up. Viral video shows Nevada teacher knocked down 18-year-old. See, these kids different. That's the whole purpose what I want people to see, man. We in a new world, all right? Kids different, everybody different, parents different. CHRISEAN show you that. Even though she's not all parents, but we know this is like going to be the majority of parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like this. Everything's about the phone now. Everything about the internet. So, it's just like this went viral. But the point is, man, what would you do if you was a teacher and a student try to get rowdy with you? You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. What's up, Shayna? What's up, Shayna? I'm not saying the teacher's right, but I understand. Hey, yo, think about it. You don't want no student to break your jaw. A student can break your jaw, knock your teeth out. You know what I'm saying? A student can black your eye, give you a blood clot in your eye. A lot of stuff they can do. Yeah, a student can cut you, so you never know. That's how I look at it. If anything, I would just grab them up. Like if I would just grab them up and like tackle them or something like that. I wouldn't beat him. I wouldn't punch him or nothing, but I would wrap him up and tackle him. I'll football tackle his ass on that fucking yeah. on that school ground. Bang! Right on his shit. Yup. That's how I do him. But I wouldn't punch him though. Is that student in the hospital? He probably is. He might have a lawsuit. This is why you got your spiritual armor on. That's right. You got to have it on. You got to. It's the only way you're going to make it out here. I want to know the security guard at. Exactly. That shit crazy, yo. Yeah, y'all know how we do on the What's Poppin' show. We give updates and shit. So that CHRISEAN Rock, I seen that shit. Then I seen this other shit. I'm like, here we go with this weird shit. Because, you know, for real, we can talk about weird shit every day, y'all. So just showing y'all, man, this dude was doing this shit for a long time. So, like, he was finessing the whole neighborhood. All the kids was going. Because remember, underage kids can't get no vapes. Y'all know that. So he was like the plug for the little kids. And I think that shit spread throughout the high school. And then I think the young boys came and fucked him up. And he went on the run after that. But they caught his ass. Not the police got him. Yeah, the teacher did what he needed to do. Yeah, he did. I bet that white boy think twice before okay, he said racist slurs. Okay. I ain't know what he said. Oh man. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. What you just said too, I know somebody who lied about shit like that too. I know somebody who almost lost their job over that because the particular white people lied and said that they said the N-word and they was lying. So that they be doing that shit now too. Yeah, you might have somebody start with you and fuck around and flip it on you and say, you know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, man. What's good, y'all? It was like, put it like this, it was a scuffle, right? And the particular white people, they was like this. I'll just say you hit me. You know they're gonna believe my word over your word. I got white privilege. They said that exact words right there. And this was recent on some real shit. So they basically was saying, like, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna take my word over you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? On some shit like that. And this is real shit. And this person had to go to jail and all that shit over some he say, she say shit. And it wasn't even true. That was just their way of getting back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not bullshitting with you. That's why I was like, yo, nowadays there's people that are trying to ruin your life, man. On some bullshit. What's up, Dario? Yeah, those teachers, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I couldn't teach in no school right now. I couldn't deal with that shit. No, I couldn't deal with that. I couldn't deal with it. No. Teachers should be paid like $100,000 right now. Straight up. Straight up. So like, yo, it is funny, right? We talking about a high school and, you know, corner store, they get the vapes and then they go to school, fighting teachers. We know, I heard, and what I've been seeing, they say teachers coming with their ass out. They say teachers coming to school with BBLs now. Shit, we already did a whole rundown of teachers doing stuff with the kids, the women teachers with the little boys, all of that. So yeah, we know what's going on. What up, Punches? Oh yeah. It's career over with. Yeah, it's over with. Yeah, once you hit the kid, you're wrong. There's no way around that. Can't hit him. So I said all you could do is wrap him up. You can't hit him. Either way, you're wrong. Thank you. What's up, rough girl? I couldn't deal with them. Yeah, I feel you, Tag. I couldn't deal with them. Plus, you got to remember, some of these little kids fuck around have a gun in the locker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't play with them. Can't play with them. Or you might like say, look, boom. Okay, that's a little white boy, but let's say this teacher rough up the wrong student and the student in the gang. Next to you know, the teacher get off work, they ready to do a drive-by on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how that shit go now. So, y'all know what it is. The teacher it looked like the student. Yup, he got braids in his hair. Yup. That's another thing. People don't understand these stereotypes, man. They don't understand that shit. He has the same exact stereotype as a street motherfucker, a drug dealer. You get it? A gunman. People don't understand these stereotypes, and now we the only ones fitting into this shit. I've been talking about how this has been stopping people from getting endorsements. A lot of shit going on, y'all. They trick us to create fads off outcast appearances. It's not a game, y'all. They made us volunteer for outcast appearances. There's nothing wrong with how he's wearing his hair. But you got to remember, as a teacher, how he looking. He looked like a street dude. Y'all know if he was walking down the block, he would get ran up on just like a street dude. He'll get pulled over the same. He'll have somebody probably try to rob him, shoot at him, just like he's a street dude the whole time. He's a teacher with a college degree. But he has the image and persona, get it, as we see. People see, we never understood image is everything, man. You judged on your image. You classified by your image. You dealt with by your image. You handled by all of that, man. Your image is everything. That's why you was always told how to act when you leave the house, how to look. All of that was important. That's why it's called society. In your house, you good. When you step out in society, you always judge. That's how society run, of classes. That's just what it is, y'all. So don't get it twisted too. I'm willing to bet some parents probably sent their daughters down there to get some of them. Go down there and get some of them vapes. I wouldn't doubt it. Or she come home with the vape. Where you get this from? So you get it? Some of y'all, man. This is why I know it's a gimmick in the scheme. Y'all, it just hit me just now, y'all. This how I know this motherfucker's a piece of shit. Let's check this out. Because look, y'all, boom. We know that it's deeper than a vape. Because once the little girl has the vape, what's next, y'all? She got to keep coming back for what? The refill. So you can imagine what this motherfucker was doing. He had a back room. He'll turn the cameras off and take them in the back room. So we can imagine what the fuck he was doing. Because they always had to come back for the refill. But this what I was telling y'all, it seemed like some of these shits be programs in the hood. I've been speaking about this a lot, doing a lot of research on a lot of this shit. I've been thinking that they be putting motherfuckers like this in the black community on purpose to do a lot of fuck shit. When it's all said and done, they get away. These things been happening for a long time. We just spoke about it the other day with the white boy giving all the black girls AIDS. Or whatever. It's this crazy shit be going on. Because remember, what's up, Sharan? Where you been at? Because remember, when you're trying to slaughter particular people, all warfare tactics is good, y'all. You got to remember that. These are still warfare tactics. Why? The number one thing that's a killer in America is mental health. When you got people like this that untouched 500 girls, that's 500 women grow up with trauma. The same way with the white boy that was doing all that dirt to the white boy. 693. That's 693 people with trauma, injured souls. And it's like, it's people in America or just in the world, their whole job is to just go out and torment people and just do fucked up shit on purpose. That's how I be feeling now, y'all. Like, I feel like a lot of this shit be designed. Because we know for a fact, some neighborhoods, all right, let's go back in the day. Let's go back to Emmett Till days, y'all. Let's stop playing. In the Emmett Till days, they always said a black boy would get killed or hung for looking at a white woman. Then all the white people get away. Let's reverse it now. In a black neighborhood, they do more than just look at black woman ass. They do stuff to their kids, all type of shit, and nothing happens to them. See that? Why they take our money? Why they fucking taking your money? They touching your kids, doing all type of shit. No respect. You see what I'm saying? Not him, not this man right here. Disclaimer. But yeah, just showing y'all, man. His shit look like Bumpy Johnson now. Lumpy Johnson the third. All right. That man looked like he got fucking Botox in his face. Oh man, y'all. That's called a good ass whipping. And she made her kids walk like she was a slave owner. In 2024, y'all, made her kids walk 12 miles at night. Kids too, not no teenagers. Like, look, I think it was like 8 or 9 or some shit, something like that. So you see that, man. Now they're having kids. It's not profitable for that tax money. A lot of kids getting done dirty now, y'all. It's the truth. They're not giving out a lot of money on them taxes no more. Come up is over with. No earned income tax money, all that shit fucking done. So now people are left to handle their business and the shit ain't looking good. That's it. And they saying her baby is off, man. It's really sad, y'all. I mean, all I'm asking is this: how they let her do all this shit? That's the crazy shit. What's up, y'all? Yeah, y'all. So like I said, if nobody gonna hit that link, then I'm gonna get up out of here. That's a fact. Anybody want to come up here, y'all holler, man. Nah, I'm gone. Saturday. If we ain't talking about nothing, we ain't talking. What's up? Definitely appreciate everybody for pulling up though. Everybody tapping in. Got more coming though, y'all. Got way more coming. I'm just laid back tonight, y'all. That's really it. Been a long week. This month is coming to an end. So what y'all think about CHRISEAN, man? What y'all think? What y'all think is up with this baby? All I want to know is how did she get to do all this stuff? And don't forget, she had got caught with crack in Oklahoma and shit like that, and ain't go to court, jail, ain't hear nothing about none of that. Meanwhile, walking around the world pregnant with babies, doing all type of shit on camera. Anyway, man. Thank you very much, Lori, for the super chat. Thank you for getting a super sticker. Thank you very much. Hey, yo, Punch, did you watching that Lakers game? I think LeBron about to get sent home, man. I told people before, look, this is the year of all of that. Hey, Punch, you watch playoffs, you're going to see every black player from America get embarrassed and sent home this year. I would have told you before, but I ain't get to talk to you about it, though, yeah. I've been telling my people that this the year they all going to get embarrassed sent home. That's what's going on, all right? This the year the new crowd and all the foreigners are getting to shine. That's what's going on. And the foreigners are going to be the ones sending all the black Americans home in playoffs. Kevin Durant about to get sent home, too. LeBron, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry already got sent home. Yeah, it's going down. Dame Lillard getting sent home. These are facts. Anyway, y'all. What up, AI? About to slide up out of here, man. That's really it, y'all. Like I say, man, keep your eyes open, man. You know, if you see somebody being a bad parent, man, try to school these people, man. Also, y'all know a lot of people killing their baby by mistake too, man. Rolling over, in the bed. They say a lot of people don't. They saying people can't afford to get babies cradles and get them their own little playpen and sleeping with the baby. A lot of people are getting high, falling asleep, rolling over the baby, shit like that. So it's getting real crazy out here. What's up? What's up, rough girl? What's up?
Hi, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
I'm doing well. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm actually
Hey, Shireen.
moving through some stuff. I've got a cold. But everything you say is so true, and I just wish more people would listen and would understand what's going on now because it's more you can see. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath too. I just got done skydiving today.
Okay, take your time.
But it's like you guys said, it's everything you're saying, but then there's more. It's the underlying that people aren't paying attention to. The fact that they're coming after our kids, telling us that it's okay for women to be single without a man helping them out in the house. I don't know. I'm country. I grew up where, you married a guy down the street, you know.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
just
it's not
sad.
wrong. I mean, it's not wrong with what you're saying. That's what we got to get out of. Like, we've been tricked and shamed to think everything is old and what they did was change our whole reality, y'all. It made us accept some bullshit. That's all that happened. They just
Only
tricked the
because
world to accept a life and world that was never accepted. And that's
only
what
because
makes
of
us
black
always
people.
sound like we foreign when we like back in the days, or
Right.
I was raised. None of us was raised like that. All
It's
this shit is
crazy.
new. The past 10 years, I say. Yeah, yeah.
But it's like they're trying to take away what we had as black people growing up because we're spiritual people. We're family people. We had everybody being proud of what they wore, where they worked. We were growing up. I'm a 90s kid. So, I grew up in the 90s. And although I wasn't aware of the crack epidemic or, what was going on, I found out about it like after I graduated from high school. But it's just the fact that, back then we were taught to be respectful. It takes a village to raise a child. Children knew their place. Now I'm scared of these kids. I tried to get a kid to jump out of the airplane today, and I'll be damned if she didn't wrap her shit around mine and then tried to take us both out of the plane because she was afraid to go. And I'm like, I'm not trying to die, but it's just the fact that these kids are fucking crazy. I'm sorry, they're crazy, and I'm afraid of them. I'm
Nah,
afraid
yeah,
to mentor
yeah, yeah,
them,
yeah,
and that's coming from a person with a military background. I mean, I do what I do because I love it, and I want to introduce more Black people into the sport. But it's hard when kids, they get on their phone, they're cussing you out, and you can't say, "Well, back in my day," because they'll be like, "Well, it's not back in your day." They always got something smart to say,
yeah.
and
That's this.
I wish that we could return to a point where everyone was respected, and we carried on like a family. The respect was there, the honor was there. There's no honor anymore.
Yeah, and that's what happened. Like when you like what you just said. Really, what's really going on is they became children of society, not children of family. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Not yeah. That's like what it is. Yeah, they were raised to be robots. They were raised to be caught up in what's now, like today. And remember, with them, anything 2 years ago was old. You get it? Because they microwave mentality. So that's how that pans out.
So do you think
What's
it's a
up?
situation where the parents aren't raising their children, they're allowing the gadgets to raise their kids? Or do you think it's just because there's not enough attention paid to the children and, like the one-on-one that most parents, would give their kid? Because that's what we got.
This is it right here. It's right in your face. This is why a lot of shit is the way it is right here.
Who's
See
that?
what she's doing? That's it.
Oh,
It's
that's
real
that
simple.
girl.
It's real simple. Her with the phone, this represents an unfit mother. Baby hungry,
Why does her
want the
baby
bottle,
look like
she on
that?
the phone. Get it? Baby hungry, want the bottle, she on the phone.
Oh my gosh. What's wrong with that baby? He looks funny.
They just
Weird
saying the
even.
baby, saying the baby ain't right. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm.
And she put her baby on TV, so and everywhere. So that's the only reason why I'm talking about it. Hold up, um, hold up. Nope, I don't hear nobody else. Nope. Okay, we here though. I'm still here. We up. What's
I
good?
wish more people had access and knew about your channel because you guys give us so much truth. And I go to your Patreon, I listen, and thank you guys so much for the coffee cup. I really appreciate that. But it's just more people need to be exposed. I mean, they're being exposed to a lot of bull right now. That girl that you just showed on the screen, her and whatever chaos she's involved in. But it's just they don't have anything to listen to that's going to tell them the truth. It's like they want to live in a world of lies. With lies, they
Yeah,
catch up with you. It's like a
yeah.
fog. They
This is
want
what
to
I
be.
want. You know what? Check it out. This is the world we in now. You gotta let them people live in their world. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You,
It's not gonna be no many people waking up. It's not gonna be no saving everybody because guess what? If you don't know what you're supposed to know by now, you get it. That
yeah.
means I'm
But you
not
know
gonna
what?
say certain things, but like I said, if you don't know, everybody should know what's going on by now. And if you choose to live a certain life, or you know what I'm saying, you choose to go, yeah, it's your job to know the truth for you and your family. It's not your job to know the truth for everybody
You
because
know
you
what's
found it on
scary
your
is
own.
I live on
Now
a military, well, around a
your
military
job is
base,
let
right?
people
So,
know that's in your circle. Yeah, in your circle. Yeah, you let them know. But at the end of the day, it's no waking people up. That's right. People going to do what they want to do. People like to do wrong.
alcohol syndrome.
They don't
Okay,
want to
yeah,
hear that.
Faith. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Well, you know what, sir? I don't mean to cut you off, but I was gonna let you guys know. Like, I live around a military base, right? So whenever something pops off, the Marines come to town, and you can always hear them shooting rounds because it's right around the corner. Like my house is like right around the corner from the Delta Force compound and where they and around the corner from where they train the special forces. So we're always in the loop. And with what's going on now, I don't know if you guys know, but we're pushing soldiers out ready to fight.
Oh shit. What's good, y'all? Who that right there? Who's that?
Peace, it's Medea. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you clearly.
How
Yup.
are you all?
How you doing? How you doing? What's up?
I'm good. Gratitude. I just wanted to share that okay, I got feedback on my end. I'm good. I'm good.
What's up? What you think about this? You got something you
It's
wanted
like
to
a
say?
delay. Yeah, I
Did you
just
think?
wanted to share that this stuff with the kids. Well, with her, she works for the people.
Yeah, because I don't want to go in on this too much. I rather like women comment on it. Like if women gonna comment on it, I rather women do it, or just to
She
get
works
different
for them.
perspectives on it. You know, all I'm saying is this is the shit when I was talking about that's headed nowhere fast. This really represents the end of a people, really. All right, so that's really what it means. You can't get nothing good from this type of behavior at all. Nothing at all going. You just not, and you got to understand, like how she was talking about that generation shit. If you want to talk generations, it's generation of this shit. But you want to know about generation shit? When we saw this once upon a time, we called this a fucking crack whore, a crack bitch. Only crackheads did shit like that. If you want to talk about old shit, get it or you get it. So I don't play them games of then and now. I know shit is when I see it. Get it? So I had a fucking crackhead aunt that had 4 kids, so I know. So miss me with all that shit. And at the end of the day, this is the mentality of the people. Period. And I know it ain't no coming back from that shit. Same way I know my saying crackhead aunt died. She had a fucking stroke. She ain't stopped till she had a stroke. You feel? And that's what happened. Because that's the world we in. And that's gonna happen to the same shit over and over again. Why? Because what? People became too stupid, man. And they went against the grain too much, man. And it's that simple, man. Following dummies. These dummies like her got cult followers, man, or fans like her. So it is what it is. Now I understand entertainment and shit. People gonna laugh and joke. But just always remember when you laughing and joking at her, just always remember who the joke on. So you gotta remember, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not about bad parenting. Bad parenting means take your kids in real life. In the real world means take the kids. It's many people fond of get it. They would love to have that in a nice new home. That's what all this shit is about, man. The average person that follow her and do what she does, they're getting their child taken. So hopefully most people are smarter than that. That's all I'm saying, y'all. She's not gonna go to jail and they're not gonna take her kid because they letting her do this shit. Simple. And boost up on social media. Yeah, man. It's an agenda. It's always an agenda, man. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, remember, y'all, if people could make you lose your kids, they don't have to take them. If I can get you to lose them, we don't have to snatch them. For people that know what I'm talking about, that's what's going on right now. And you got many households that are waiting. They're just waiting. They got the paperwork in. They're just waiting for them to get the call, say we got one. That's all they be waiting on. So I'm trying to tell people that shit going on faster than ever. What's up, One Track Shayna? What's up?
What's up, fame?
Shayna Blue,
Pardon
what's up?
me.
What's
I
up?
I got I got my allergies, so you gonna have to excuse me if I sound a little bit like Barry White and shit.
Yeah, what's good? Yeah.
I just wanted to come and say that it seems like there is an attack on mothers, women, but especially women and mothers of color and their children because it's kind of been a hot topic, low key, of the welfare system and child trafficking through the means of CPS and all of that. And people have been really trafficking and moving around children through the help of the government. And a lot of people have been hush hush about it. It's been a hot topic really since maybe 2020 into 2021. And I think part of the reason why we're being distracted so much with people like Krishan is not only to promote it so that more people feel the need to fuel the system and continue to basically send off their kids to this beast system, but they want to promote the idea of same-sex couples and people who can't reproduce if they're not able to get a uterus they want, or somebody to basically do in vitro and all that. They'd rather take your kids,
Yep.
and it's sad.
And another
Nobody's
thing I
really
wanted to
talking
say,
about it.
what you was talking about, I want to chime in on that because this is very important. Um, a lot of times, to be real honest with you, this is how they doing it. Like, remember how we was talking, we said like, boom, the government be having something to do with it. This how the shit go. It's not so much about them having something to do with it. It's that the motherfuckers that's into the trafficking, they have clean backgrounds and all of that shit, and they go to proper channels through the government
Right.
to get the kids to do the shit they do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But like you said, yes, some of the ones do. Yes, they do. Get it? Yeah, they do. Some of them do got certain channels where they got certain offspring where they you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
You right on with it. But the
And
scary thing is they do it legit now. Like you said, they got the perfect house,
right.
got the
They
perfect
got the
job, they got
credentials
the
for
perfect
it.
everything, and they get them, and then off to the races.
Most of these people you see really into taking your kids away from you, they could be school teachers, they could be a whole lot of different people who on paper they don't got no criminal background, but you don't know what the hell they want to do with these damn kids either.
Yeah, and it's just heating up too, y'all. It's getting crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that shit's scary, man. All these different programs they got going on, all these different things going on at one time. That's why I said, if you notice, they sped the music up, they sped everything up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's hot in the ass, broke. See, it's like a lot of recipes going on, y'all. People stress smoking vapes more and more. Got the kids smoking vapes more and more. You know what I'm saying? People taking advantage.
Can y'all hear me?
Clearly.
All right, my bad. I was having technical difficulties earlier. But no, what Shayna just shared and what you've been sharing, this thing with the women has been happening for years. I'm a former teacher. I teach on and off now, but even in our families, the elders are going, meaning my grandma just passed at 100. My mom passed a couple years ago at 73. Women who ought to like take initiative to check some other women in the families, we not doing it. And then when we do it, it's an argument, right? So even when it comes to like wanting to mentor children or lead them in the right direction, it's always a roadblock. I'm not saying it's an excuse, but it's hard. It's rough out here to like really get women to be on a dean and heal themselves, so then their daughters aren't pimped out like this. Like the young lady, Christiana, whoever, she worked for the people. She got to work for them to be doing what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to say. That's my 2 cents.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Because you know,
My
in the real world,
condolences.
I need y'all to clarify in the real world what would really happen, man. For that a young woman listening to this shit and thinking this shit like she be doing is cool and for real.
I
What
could
would really
clarify
happen?
that. I
Go
could
ahead.
definitely clarify that. So, just like Medea said, she does work for them people. And another thing with these children, let's say this child does have some type of developmental delay. That's a check. That is a lifelong check. At least she'll be getting a check for that child, a Social Security, an SSI check, at
Yup.
least for 18 years of that child's life. And then those are programs. Again, government issued stuff, whether it's
Yup.
programs, whether it's money, that's for life. So she does work for them people. She does work for them people because all kinds of government programs are going to be implemented once that child gets checked. Now, I think in the case of CHRISAN, they're not going to make that stuff public. If her child does have some type of developmental disability, they're not going to make it public because they don't want to scare people. They want to encourage people to go out there, smoke and drink. It's okay if you smoke, it's just marijuana. It's okay if you drink while you're pregnant. They want to encourage that behavior. And what's going to ultimately happen is that more and more children are going to be born with some type of developmental delays or disability or intellectual disabilities. They might get their children snatched up. That's another government program right there, too.
Can I say something real quick though? What this is really about, thank you, Sister Shireen, is our mitochondrial DNA, black women, if you want to label us that, right? The original woman, right? This is why this stuff is going down like this, from the dude doing what he doing in the store, right? Like them taking our children. Don't nobody else got DNA like us. Like we could create everybody, right? So by this child getting a check, then the child is a lifelong experiment, and they've been doing it to like put stuff in people, like what we witnessing, to have people act out of character, act out of their mind, to experiment. So you could be getting a check, but what's your child's quality of life? Like, who they going to be later? What is their purpose? How they going to function? Are we all going to be living in a state of terror? Or like, or is somebody going to be working with this child to heal them, to get them back up to full speed? So this is all like attack on our nation. Like, that's how I started listening to you, Fame, because I was like, yo, he be telling the straight up truth, because it's straight up spiritual warfare. And that's just what it is.
See,
Yep. And
that
that's
the all
why
of
I
that.
said the people that do what they do, they supposed to do what they do. It's not
Mhm.
about trying to tell nobody nothing no more. You are who you are at this point. Everybody decided what side. It's what it is, y'all. It, so I say I don't play dumb. I know what's going on. Yeah. This ain't no we gonna do nothing. It's what you gonna do. Yeah, I'm always tell you that. You better save yourself.
It's just
It's
unfortunate,
what you happen to any one of y'all. I'm not running to no one. I can't run in none of y'all house and help y'all.
right?
These are facts. you know, Same goes for me. Like we don't deal in that fantasy land shit. Now, if I happen to see you and some shit was going down, of course I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I can't help you. I can't save you. Shit.
And
That's
this
the
joint with
problem.
the school is like the school system over. Like I taught for over 20 years. I'm finishing another degree. So I substitute now. And now I live down in the country, right? So it's a different kind of setup down here in the middle of nowhere in Virginia. But the school system is a rat. Like, so that what we saw in that picture, these stories we hear about teachers and students, the administration, the way schools are set up is to create that kind of environment. You know what I'm saying? Where the teacher, I don't know this young man, but he do look like a young teacher. You know what I'm saying? Where we have to, like you said, we have to create our own schools. We have to do stuff on our own as a family, as a unit, as a clan, not even a community, but what you teaching your kids at home.
Yep.
Because the school, like all that's over. That's about to shut down completely in the next 5 to 10 years because it's not sustainable. They're not even teaching kids anything
They dumbing them
on
down on purpose.
right on how to like make a living or thrive for themselves.
Because they also know the real smart kids are homeschooling now or in private school. Stuff like
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. And everybody that's in school now, no knock against the migrants, but it's a bunch of new people. Even down here in the little country area I live in, it's white and black kids, but you see a whole new wave of people from everywhere that's not American. It's interesting.
I'm telling y'all, it trips me out, y'all, because these are things that I was talking about. Now it is full blast. It's going down, and watching this shit is tripping me out because I'm seeing more of them and less of other people on a daily basis. It's not a game. So I know what's going on, and it's not stopping. I also heard today, y'all, a couple people got new Afrobeat songs. I know y'all probably heard them. If I'm not mistaken, I think Cardi B got one. They all making Afro beats now, y'all. So they getting in line. I'm also seeing more people on the internet doing African twerking. I'm already seeing the transition, man. It is what it is. Much love to Africa.
And
I'm just
that's
showing you. It's a lot of different things going on over here now.
was you gonna say something, Shireen?
Yeah, I was going to say, thank you, Medea. I was going to say, again, you worked in the school system, so you already know that schools get paid $1,000 more for each student that has special needs. So you already know that's a
Upwards
hustle in
to
and
like
of itself.
50,000 or more. Yeah,
Right.
like
That's a hustle in and of itself. So as far as what the future of children with special needs looks like, it's all about the money. It's all about money. And also, people who work in social services, they're always going to have a job. Social services is not going out of style as far as when you look at the job prospects for it. I mean, the thing about it is that they have what is it? They call it the Office for Developmental Disabilities. That's connected to the state and connected to
Mm-hmm.
the city. They provide services for the life
There you
of
go.
right.
children that
It's called the
have
IDEA Act.
disabilities.
It's a federally mandated thing. It's called the IDEA Act.
So they're going to have services for life. So you ain't got to worry about them children. We got to worry about the children, unfortunately,
Exactly.
that don't have the developmental delays, that are not going to get the
Exactly.
services. We have to worry about the children who have brains in their heads. They're still in the school system. They're not
There,
getting adequately educated. What
there
is
you
their
go.
future going to look
Mm-hmm.
like?
But that's
Those are
the
the
new
Yo,
children.
thing.
it's something which I just said, and I want to chime in. That's what it's about now. See, now it's about if you're a parent and you want your kid to be smarter, you now have to take on that responsibility on your own now. Basically, what they're telling us is we are not trying to just get it. We already babysitting your kids. They don't want to learn. If they don't give a fuck, y'all don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. And that's where we at with that. And they already know the parents that really want their kids to learn are going to go the extra mile. Which is what it is now.
That's right.
I'll give y'all one more. It's the same thing with basketball. Like it's no more kids that play at the high school down the block. You know, the ones we went to, they're not going to the pros no more. Now to go to the pros, your parents have to have money and put you in other programs so you can be scouted. It's not just about them recruiting you from high school no more. You know, you have to have money to be in these programs, and that's a thing they did to keep the black children out of making it to the NBA now. Get it? It's different now. So if you don't got
Yep.
like 10,000 to invest in your child when he in high school playing ball, he not making it to the pros like that. Get it? That's just what it is. And it's kind of like on that level.
You
So
basically gotta
everything.
pay like college tuition for your children to go to a decent school now, and who's to say they're still learning everything they need to be out in the real world? Now you got private schools, you got some new stuff called Montessori schooling,
No,
where
Montessori, they old though. They've been around for
yeah,
years.
they've been around, but now it's getting more popular because now they're realizing like, okay, you have a mixture of ages, so the younger ones are learning from the older ones.
Right. I
So,
came up in a Montessori when I was a kid back in the 70s and well, 80s.
mhm.
I was a little kid. But yeah, that's the more equitable way of people to learn, right? Because
Right,
it's
it's
like home
hands-on.
instruction. Right.
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 They don't even get that because we've been so programmed to just say, here's an iPad, leave me alone. They're not
That's what's
learning from
crazy
other
about being
kids.
back in the classroom though, because the classroom, so I haven't taught full time since my mom passed, right? So now I
Mhm.
sub, and since COVID happened, everything, and I teach social science, history, English, stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
Everything is on the I mean, what's this thing called a Chromebook? Everything is
Oh
on the Chromebook.
Lord.
And this
My
is this
condolences, by the
it's
way.
Oh, no, well, gratitude, because this is like I tried to run away from teaching, but this is what I'm born to do, right? Work with
Mhm.
kids. That's why I'm doing like I'm in my own world trying to create programs for families, not just for the children, but for teachers, for administrators on knowledge itself, because that's what it ultimately come down to. But when you got kids in 90-minute blocks on a Chromebook,
Whew.
so I'm the sub, like, well, how does this stuff relate to like your real life? And the kids looking at me like, oh, it's Miss Brooks, our favorite substitute. Because I'm like, you got to be able to connect this to real world stuff.
Right. It's not applicable.
It's not applicable. Everything, the whole nation, white, black, is dumbed down on these dag. So I feel for teachers too, because if you a teacher that's passionate, like I am, and you got to put this whole lesson into a machine. It's insane. It's no dialogue, no higher learning, no critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's a really weird thing to be watching what's happening in America. It's wild. It's like they training everybody to be like Cloud Atlas. Y'all seen that movie where everybody just be like a robot or whatever? It's crazy.
Androids.
Androids. That's what we producing. And so meanwhile, everybody coming over here doing what they doing, and Americans is arguing around nonsense, Civil War stuff. Meanwhile, the whole thing is changing right in front of their eyes.
It's crazy.
Didn't they get strict with childcare as well?
Sure did.
They don't play that shit no more.
Whole bunch of rules and regulations
I was talking
tightening
about
up
they
on
changed
what
the
you
whole
can't.
system up.
Right.
You can't even
Like
have
y'all
a
was just
regular
saying to Shireen, y'all was
babysitter
just
from
saying
back
it's
in the
behind the
day.
scenes now. Yeah, man. A lot of opportunities are going now too. Yeah, they going. They not playing with that tech shit. A lot of people also know they already had claimed that they had businesses, so y'all know what that's about. But look, just look at this print up on CHRISEAN. This is how we know. Like, I want y'all to see this too. Mind you, this is the Daily News, so you know I like to say white media. So this is how she betrayed to the whole world. See right there, y'all. A video surfaced online of her seemingly smoking cannabis while pregnant. The raunchy rapper, she's not even a fucking rapper, a notorious reality TV personality. She got famous off live buttons. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just showing y'all this is to the world. As she's blowing billows of smoke out of her mouth while arguing with her boyfriend, Blueface. See? Promoting that shit, straight nigga shit.
I
Promoting it
never
as
heard
nigga
of her
shit.
until I
See?
heard you talk about her, honestly.
See? Like, we always think shit just be for us, but people always forget, man. All these images are shown around the world in every household in America. You know? Then people get mad when they treat them. America's fucked up, man. That's all I'm saying, man. You go in the store and a person gets smart with you because they thinking you on some shit like her. You ain't even on that kind of shit, but they never been around a black person. They don't really know how you act. They don't really know what it is, so you stereotype. You know, they think you got attitude. You ain't got attitude. They think you being loud. You ain't being loud. You see what I'm saying? But that's just what it is, y'all. Like I was saying with the teacher. Salute, C. Miller. Like I said with the teachers, like, that's just what it's always going to be, stereotype, man. They see, when they watch the news every day, because a lot of people do watch the fucking news, when they see motherfuckers look like this, getting locked up all the time for shooting motherfuckers, they be scared. So in public, they think you got a motherfucking gun. They don't know. He's a nice man. He got a degree. They don't know that because they get these images, man. And that's the game America played, man. The fucking news, man. What's good?
What's up, y'all? What's up, Fame? What's up, Shayna?
What's up?
What's up, Shireen?
Salute, Mr. Miller.
How y'all?
What's up, y'all? What's good, bro? You want to chime in?
Yeah, I just got in. Hold on. Well, we was okay. Stick tricking for babes. Christian Rock, baby. Oh, so what they talking about? Christian Rock, baby? 'Cause I seen that. And these teens tricking for vapes and all this, man. I mean, that's honestly, man, that shit been going on, man. These kids so fast, bro. I mean, I see that every day down here in Texas, man. It's sad, bro. You know, it's how a lot of these young girls too getting tricked and, you know, coming up missing and getting kidnapped, you know, going out here trying to be fast, buying these drugs and doing all this other stuff and trying to do premiums. It's stuff is crazy, bro.
But
Yeah, he
them
got
men
his
is
ass
fresh at
fixed.
those stores too. They prey on them young girls.
Sure do, especially in major cities. It's not a coincidence why they pick our neighborhoods and put their stores at. They got the money to put that shit anywhere they want. A lot of them do that shit on purpose. They know what they be doing.
I just don't understand why we need 6 in a 1 mile radius. Like, are you serious? They making sure they cover all grounds everywhere.
Also to drain the fucking money. Y'all know that.
Yeah. Nobody's original anymore. Everybody want to set up hookah there and lounges there, and it's getting ridiculous. How many hot wing spots and hookah lounges do we need? Why I don't build more libraries?
Mugs don't even know
Niggas,
the
niggas
science
is
of hookah
scared to
either.
read, but they love
Because
some
they're
hot wings
closing
and
them all
hookah.
down. They're closing down all of the
Lord,
libraries. That's why.
tired of this.
Read. You know these fools are not reading. You know that, Shayna. They want to fight you for that shit you just said.
Mugs ain't going to the library. Mugs don't even like books.
Ain't reading.
Mm-mm-mm.
A lot
Book,
of
what's
stuff we joking
that?
on, but yeah, that's what they gonna say. Yeah, that's bad. That's old, man. Nobody read no more, man. It's old. That's in your time, y'all read. We don't read.
Man, I seen this 21-year-old girl. My homegirl's her daughter. She went to the library the other day, and
What's up,
uh,
Shayna?
and I was like, she was like, I'm going to the library. So you going to the library? I said, man, that's rare because you don't see kids that young and that age going to the library and reading books anymore. But
That's what
she
they
would, yeah,
learning
she
from
would.
home.
Because most of them, too infatuated. What's crazy, I believe, my homegirl, because we be talking about a lot of the same stuff. Like, but her daughter, her young daughter is on point. Like, she ain't with a lot of the bullshit on the social media. You know what I'm saying? So, like, her mom, I don't put her on to you. You know what I'm saying? That she be tuning in the mornings and stuff, just listening. But I be telling her, like, let your daughter listen. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just rare to see kids doing that. 2021 going to the library and reading and doing stuff like that, getting books. That's stuff we used to do back in the day. I used to love going to the library, but you would not see these kids nowadays doing none of that.
Yeah, they let you like a lot of the classic movies we talk about. The library got them. Some people
Yep.
go to the library to get old movies and shit, or DVDs and shit.
Right. People go to the library to learn
Free
tech
movie
stuff.
rentals.
I've seen programs for teens where they learn more about tech stuff, people who are into all types of technology, robotics, all that type of stuff, but they don't want to put money in that
He
for
said they
kids to
can't count
come
money
up.
either.
They
Or tell
can't.
time on an old clock. Like people can't tell time on a regular clock with hands anymore either.
Oh,
Facts.
oh, 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 don't even talk about that. Oh my God, don't even talk about that. Regular
Yo.
hands, and if it's just the fucking Roman numerals, forget about it. Oh shit, you're not lying. I'm not even gonna lie
It's
to you. No
bad.
disrespect. It's a lot of grown-ups right now that can't yeah. It's real shit, man. But it's not, I mean, it is what it is, y'all. But yeah. Wow. It's
That's
like
an
that.
absolute fact. I make sure I wear
Mm-mm-mm.
a watch. I wear a regular
Some
analog
people could tell
watch
a watch
on
with
my
no time
wrist.
with no number on it at all.
Exactly.
I
I
had one
wear
of
an
those.
analog watch on my wrist
Got that
every
one.
day.
Oh
And
shit.
real rap, if you pay attention to the sun, you know what time it is. Even no matter
Yeah.
if they change, take the time back or forward. If you pay attention to the sky, even if it ain't if it's an overcast, you know what time it is.
But it's
Yeah.
true. And I remember a few weeks ago, a few episodes ago, Fame, you had mentioned something about time. You said something about, have you noticed that the time on your clock, because I have a clock in my bedroom, and I also have, of course, your phone has a clock. I noticed something you had mentioned. You were saying that there's a difference, like the minutes would be off. Now, my clock was set exactly to my phone, to the clock on my phone. And for some reason, all of a sudden now, I noticed last week it was like 1 minute behind. Now I'm noticing that it's 3 minutes behind. I have not changed the time on my clock. I don't know what that's about.
But no, you know what's crazy? I
Mm-hmm.
did I did that too. I did that too. On my watch, yeah, and in the car I did that too. I even fuck with it. I know what time it is. I always set my watch fast. My watch always be like 10 minutes fast anyway. I always keep my clocks 5 to 10 minutes faster.
Yeah, I do mine like I
But,
do like
but like
15
when I was
minutes.
telling y'all about the computer, that shit is all set anyway, regardless. My computer's on California time, and that shit is like 4 minutes off from the East Coast time. But in general, when I went any type of time, I always keep it ahead. I
Right,
just do
because
shit.
time ain't real anyway. And time is speeding up. That's
You
just
can
the
That's a fact.
cosmic energy we on.
never
Time is
be late.
moving
You know what I'm saying?
fast. It ain't 24 hours in a day no more.
Facts. I felt that.
Because mind you, y'all, the key is like when I really want to know what time it is, the exact time, I could just look at my phone. You know what I'm saying? But it's like every other device, I be having that shit set on my time. That's how I do. People think I'm bullshit. And I really got things set separate. Like I got the digital world set from the real world, man. Like that's how I got that shit set up. Like, I don't cross that shit. That's what people fucked up at, crossing that shit. The real world with this internet shit. The internet is just a digital world, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong. When you on the internet, you could be who you want to be, do what you want to do. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is when you just start thinking this shit is reality, or when you make this cross over into your real world and it starts to affect your life, that's when you fucking up. But as far as on the internet all day, having fun, doing what you want to do, it don't matter. That is nothing wrong with that. Fake name, all of that shit. Playing, hey, if that's what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with that. But as long as you know when you log off, you fucking log off. That's the whole key. You know, when you log off, it's over. That's what people fucked up, and that's what people can't do. They cross it over to their life. You know, they can't even think no more unless they see it first. Y'all know that. But we're not gonna go there tonight. All I'm saying is don't follow dumbness shit like this. Her time is already up, man. But I feel for the baby though.
I think she got fetal alcohol syndrome though. Anyway, she looked that way. Like I never heard of her until I started watching your show. Like,
She look and sound slow. If you
and we're not gonna forget
she
already got caught with crack. All right, she got caught with crack way before the baby. All of that.
But I think
when I was joking on her as a crackhead, I was not bullshitting. She got caught with crack. Her name was CHRISEAN Rock, crackhead, man. Shit is for real. And my point is, if you didn't even know she got caught with crack, just look at all her behavior. You will see crackhead behavior. That's what I was saying. You can't hide that crackhead shit. All the shit she was doing was crackhead shit, yo. Some places people get turned out early, man.
She come from somebody that had did that though when she was inside her mother uterus. That's my point.
Yeah. And you know her family was getting money off her, so they're not gonna tell her, girl, you stupid, what you doing? You know, y'all know how it goes. She was making that money, her family, everybody co-signing and gassing up. Why? They ain't got to do it. She the one pregnant.
But it's a family affair because her sister act just as ratchet as she does. And her sister sound just as messed up as she does too.
Facts.
The bloodline.
Because they think that shit sell. That's why, exactly.
The womb is ruined in their family and their bloodline that come from like whoever the grandmama is. Like, no diss. I'm just saying based on the behavior, what we see is intergenerational.
Right. A generational curse is a generational curse. You gotta call a spade a spade.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah, I feel you, Reese. Yeah. The truth of the matter is, in my opinion, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Chicks like her is played out. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, you might want a stupid chick like her. She's a girl to have fun with. She one of them. And you see that baby, when you got that baby, nobody want to be around her, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not fun no more. Like that's how that shit go. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the real shit. So follow chicks like how you want to. You're gonna be just like this in the house.
Yep, that's a fun chick. You just have fun. You just have fun with and move along.
And all this other shit, and all this baby that we had, and all that other shit, man.
Fun at your own risk. Did you
do what you want to do, though. Do what you want to do. Don't listen to me. I tell people,
yes,
man.
She does.
The most important thing is other things right now, man. It's other important things right now, man. As far as following that fool, because we know, matter of fact, all of y'all guilty. Anybody that watched her do this shit while she was fucking pregnant, all y'all guilty. All of y'all. Y'all was watching that shit, enjoying that shit too. Oh shit. Nah, man, because she became like porno, man. They was like a porno couple, meaning you know, you ain't got no business watching the shit, but you just watching it because you ain't got nothing else to do. That's who they became, like porn for the internet, man. That's all it was. People know they were supposed to be watching this shit. They know it was some bullshit, but shit was just entertainment, man. But the thing is, she got gassed up and thought she was a fucking star, man.
But you
This
know
shit
what?
crazy.
Not for nothing. A lot of people got caught up in her because of her looks. I knew people, I was around people that was watching her on Bad Girls and watching her on the show that she had with Blueface. And they were like, oh, I feel sorry for her. She's so pretty. Like, these were
Yeah,
the things that
I'm about to
people were
say when you
saying.
said that
Right.
shit, I'm glad you corrected. I'm about to tell you the truth. Ain't no dude ever said that about her. A lot of
No,
women did.
it was all females. It was all
Yeah,
females.
you ain't never
Oh, I
seen no
feel so
dude really
bad
on her
for
like that.
her. She's
It's
so
the truth.
pretty. And I'm
And
like, she's
that's
walking
She
around
ain't
with
that
a
pretty to
missing
me.
tooth.
Not what she did to her face and all that shit. Nah.
I think they more so compared the past her, like when she used to be younger, run track and
Yeah,
field.
before she was, yeah.
Yeah, they gave her a pretty privileged pass for real for mad
Yeah,
long.
all of that. Y'all know it be
Most
mad grown chicks
definitely.
watching that shit. Yeah.
But this
Yeah.
go back to what y'all was talking about. It was you, Shayna, and the other young lady on the show where you brought up Shayna about that whole being liberated stuff, like her whole look, style, being free, like she want to be liberated. You know what I'm saying? That
Right.
people get caught up in that.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, but if a man do it, it's not a problem, but I can't
Right.
do it. And does
I got another question
okay,
to
you
y'all.
got
Yo,
tricked.
I want to say this to y'all. Can we please stop having them whack ass debates too? Not
What?
y'all. I'm just saying
Oh,
this. Any
oh.
woman want to get your slut on, get your fucking slut
I
on.
agree with you,
Who
Shannon.
cares?
Yes,
Like, I
she
don't care
needs
I
what
to
mean,
nobody
stop.
wants to
people
Let's
say.
is
put it
their
to rest.
You feel
business.
me?
Hmm.
I'm just
Facts.
saying that because y'all see how these past years people try to make everything a fucking debate.
It's
You know
a,
what I'm
it's
saying?
always
Or
a
trying to
gender
convince you
war.
that you should be doing what they doing.
Right. Oh my God.
That's
No
because they not
individuality.
secure in
That's
their
what's wrong
own
with black
stuff.
There
people.
you go, Shayna Boo. There you go.
No
Everybody got to do the
individuality,
same
no
thing. Also,
no
oh
thought.
no, you damn, that's what you want to do that shit. I'm gonna tell you straight up, get butt ass naked, walk down the fucking street. Who cares? All right, get liberated, dance on top of a fucking car, bust it open. Who gives a fuck? But if I say it like that, they ain't gonna like that shit. See? But I'm gonna let you know how stupid you sound. When I
Oh
say it like that,
man.
I'm gonna say that shit
Oh
fucked up as
man.
possible, so you can see how dumb you sound. Get liberated. Yeah, you
Oh
know what I'm
God.
saying?
Oh
See,
God.
it's not an
Word to
argument.
Erica. Go ahead,
Do what you
do
want to
it.
do. But don't say that when a man get liberated and he walk past your face when you sitting down somewhere, he butt naked. He getting liberated. See that? He wanna just
My
freak off.
God.
Nope. See? They see how shit always be debates back and forth. That's why all the topics come up to start shit on purpose anyway. See that? Shit a trend for a week, motherfuckers argue about that shit a week straight. And still, when it's all over with, everybody gonna still do what the fuck they want to do. I was about to say that should be going on forever, y'all. For real. I don't argue with nobody no more. For real, y'all. Hey, that's what you want to do. Go ahead, man. Shit, you want to jump off the bridge? I'm not gonna try to stop you. I might say, I'll say this: if you're gonna jump off the bridge, don't do that shit while I'm standing right here. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gone. If you want to jump? Go ahead. Shit. That's how I look at life, y'all. I don't get headaches. Straight up. I ain't lying to y'all, man. Y'all
Exactly.
let
I don't get
y'all let
headaches,
y'all,
and
y'all, y'all let the stage up.
I'm not trying to convince nobody of anything. Either you get it or you don't. I don't have
Right.
time to try to convince anybody to see things.
Exactly.
It's not even about seeing things my way. It's about just seeing the truth. Everybody wants to live in a fantasy world. Oh, but this is the way things should be. Again, like Shayna said, nobody wants to be individual. Everybody thinks the same. Everybody wants to look the same. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
wants to behave the same. And
And that's what happened,
and this
y'all.
is the thing, it's really not working. It's absolutely not working. And so what people don't see is that, okay, you're going to do everything that everybody else does. You may not have the same outcome that the person that you're following has. And now you stuck.
Because that's not your path. People got to be who they are and know
People
who
don't
they
understand individuality. People
are.
don't
Right.
understand their
Know
past.
who
Right.
People
you
don't
are. I don't
understand their
have to agree with
Exactly.
proclivities.
who
People
you
are
are.
actually scared of that shit. That's my point. That's why I be trolling. People are scared to be an individual.
You know how many people get into relationships based off of the opinions of other people? They might want to be someplace else, but oh, okay, well, I'm gonna stay right here, or I'm gonna live my life according to this. I'm gonna get married just because, or I'm gonna get married to this person just because. Meanwhile, they want to be someplace else. So, or meanwhile, they're having all of these children, and meanwhile, they want to do something else. I'm like, I'm seeing too many people in their like late 30s, early 40s getting divorced, and that's because they did some shit that they didn't necessarily want to do early on, and now you suffering the repercussions. Now all of a sudden you want to be liberated, but you have children, you have a family. What happened to your vows? You knew when you was doing it that maybe this wasn't the right time, or maybe this wasn't the right person, but you let everybody pressure you into doing something that you weren't ready to take on.
Same shit.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
crazy too,
season for
Sheree. I was
everything.
just asking Shane about you too. I said, yo, where Sheree at? I said, she probably working and shit or school.
Shireen is in school, and Shireen is
I see
working.
you in the comments
Get
though.
it, girl.
Ain't no get
What's
it,
up,
girl.
Sheree?
I want to get done.
Everybody up in here.
Congratulations, Shireen. I'm
Right?
getting
Thank
it done
you.
Hold
too.
up.
We getting it
Thank
done.
you.
An
Thank you.
accomplishment. See,
Hold up.
individuality.
Oh, okay. Shay said she losing her friend because she's settling and forcing marriage with someone she don't want to be with. It's not
Shay,
gonna
do I
work.
know what I'm talking about? See,
No
Yikes.
matter
I'm
what she do,
telling
it's
you.
not gonna
Yikes.
work. All she gonna do
I'm
is waste
telling you.
time. A
Or
lie's
she
never
going
gonna work. It's not, you
somebody
can't
going to
build off
cheat.
lies. It's not gonna work.
Somebody going to cheat.
I
Somebody's going
want
to
to
get
bet there's some
abused.
finances involved in that.
That's not enough to sustain people, and that's the thing that people don't get. That's not enough to sustain people. I knew this dude. We went to high school together. He's married to this woman, beautiful woman. They picture perfect. If you see them on Instagram, they look beautiful together. Beautiful melanated family. And he's like, I was like, well, on IG, y'all look real happy. He was like, you think just because people are married that they're happy? Can I tell you, he got locks in his hair all kind of breaking off and all kind of stuff. He's so stressed out. This man turned gray within, I don't know, 2, 3 years. I was like, you supposed to be a happily married man. You talking about he miserable? Oh, I had to marry my wife. What you mean you had to marry your wife? She wasn't pregnant at the time. But yet he's showing me the picture of somebody who he was with for a long period of time. Looked like somebody that he wanted to be with, because you still talking about this woman. What about your wife?
Ooh, child.
You got pictures of this phone you showing me. You talking to your homegirl. You showing me pictures of her. I'm like, yo, what's up with her? She's still alive, right? Oh, I had to marry my wife. What you mean you had to marry her? She wasn't pregnant.
Ooh.
Oh, but you know what that is? That's that fraternity sorority stuff.
Shall talk about it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Talk
it's,
about
it's
it.
it's that type of stuff going on. So you gotta marry somebody that got a certain look,
I
you
was
know.
just gonna say he had the Jaheim curse. He put that woman first and lost his hair.
Oh, 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 oh. No, you didn't. One
Yes, I
track,
did.
one track. No, you didn't.
I'm just saying.
He
You
sure
can't put
did.
that woman first. You gotta put God first before
But
that woman.
but here's the thing. He's stressed out and stressing everybody out. Every time we used to speak, child in the background crying because that child is picking up energetically on the unhappiness in the household. So even if you're
Yeah.
not yelling and screaming, children are so intuitive.
Because
Children are
Yes.
so
energy is
sensitive.
everything.
Yes.
They can pick
Yes.
up on all of that. The child is the child
Amen.
is crying, the child is unhappy. And the parent can't do anything to make this child unhappy. And what killed me, what was real strange to me, they live in the him and his wife.
Oh no, she dropped down.
A child every
Um,
day. He got one day designated. This day is daddy daughter's day. What am I hearing?
Mm, mm.
Stepford wife energy.
My.
But this is what I'm talking about. People are putting themselves because they're following, they don't make decisions on their own. And these are life decisions. These are not small decisions. These are life decisions. People are just not, they don't have the ability to make decisions on their own, which doesn't make any sense to me. People rather be unhappy. This is the world that we live in. people rather be unhappy than make decisions that can ultimately make them happy. They're making decisions based off of very superficial things. They're making decisions off of looks. They're making decisions off of money. And if you're with someone, if that's the goal, is for you guys to be a power couple, you can. It's my belief that you can do that with someone that you want to be with. It does.
I
It shouldn't just exclusively be based on, okay, well, this person has a significant amount of money right now. We all know money comes, money goes. Look at the economy. How many people are losing their jobs? So that should be all the evidence that people need, that money comes and money goes, especially with the American economy. And we already know that the value of the dollar has drastically gone down, and nobody, it used to be the reserve currency. Most people in other countries don't even want to mess with the American dollar anymore.
mm, I think the main problem now is not even the fact that people choose to be unhappy. I think they're too scared to go with the X factor, the unknown. They rather just be miserable knowing what's going
Come
to
on, one
happen and
track.
having control over, hey, I could possibly have better. I just don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to
Come
trust the process and
on.
The
work
fear
for it.
factor, right?
Tell it.
People
They
don't want
got
to
to
walk in
work
faith.
for it.
People don't want to walk in faith.
No.
Well,
Come
it's
on,
that
ladies.
And
which
it's
is
the trauma and the crippling of it all. My fault, Chris.
no, I'm sorry, because which it does, because I'm speaking from experience, because I have been married. Marriage takes work, and it takes commitment and trust. It's not easy. Um, it's like I say, it's one of the things, like, you really have to be serious and be in and be committed. Um, a lot of times, like I say, people do a lot of things because other people also do it. But when you are properly, and I'm speaking from experience and understanding that even from a spiritual aspect, when you pray every day as a family and when you lead by example from God, God will bless your marriage in ways that you cannot imagine. But the thing is, people forget that, God said there will be temptation. God can't tempt you. The devil tempts you. God provides a way out. He says that in the book. People don't understand that. But people choose to do what they know is wrong. And that's when everything else comes into play. And people don't understand that things lead to certain lead to there's an action. I mean, yeah, I'm getting confused. Uh, as a consequence to all actions. That's what I'm saying. To everything you do, unbeknownst whether you think so or not. But so whether you are doing something behind closed doors, your significant other, eventually it will come to the light. That is true. But the thing is it starts with us, as far as men, us knowing what we want and who we want to be with. Um, because once that's through there, as a man, you're going to do all you can to do what to please that woman, to take care of that family. Um, you're going to have fights, you're going to have arguments, but the disconnect where it comes in, when people get divorced or certain things, is always something else at play that maybe people don't, because people do look from the outside. Oh man, that's good, but don't know what's really going on underneath it all. But
That's and it's something you said, bro. I want to forget this thought. I was holding it for a minute. People don't understand, once you take that oath is real.
it's real. It's real. It's real as
Mm-hmm.
you. I'm
I
telling
know
you,
this for a fact, because I know. I'm just saying, man. I know one thing. I ain't never been married, but I know about oaths. I know about certain shit. Once you take an oath, y'all take an oath and put a union under that energy. If y'all go, any one of y'all go against it, it's gonna go against y'all.
exactly. You can't
What's
play
Right.
gonna
with God.
happen is, once you get into that bad marriage, that's like y'all in hell by not upholding that oath. You see what I'm saying? When one of
Even the
y'all step
book
out,
says that.
fuck up the oath,
Mm-hmm.
now y'all in hell. The whole marriage ain't gonna let it go. Now y'all shit is in turmoil.
Yep.
You get it? Divorce, that. See, boom, what happened? All
Yep.
because one person stepped out. So what you did was you
Mhm.
cursed the oath. You went against the oath that you took. You cursed yourself. That's what you did, really. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You took the oath. Y'all took the oath and went against it. Cursed yourself. That's how it go. So that's
And
why I
that,
try to tell people. What I
and
learned
that
now is do that
karma
shit
is real.
because it's gonna end up bad for you. If you're not on the same page, if one is off and one disagrees, it's not gonna work. It's not.
And definitely, if you start praying, that saying, prayers and family stay together, that's true. But when you leave that all out the equation and start doing other stuff, man, I'm telling you, it goes the other way. It's spiritual. You can't play with God. You know what I'm saying? Like that oath is for real. You know what I'm saying? And on either whose behalf, when you step out, like it's going, is in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You know, and if you don't try to at least understand it and make it right. Because let me tell you something. If people really read that book and understand you're not supposed to get divorced. You're not supposed to. That's why the vows are say for life or death, for better or worse, through thick and thin. Except if you do commit adultery. And if that woman goes, you know what I'm saying, to foul, that's the only thing. But anything else, and if she would choose to, she still is not. And then if a woman gets divorced, you know what? Whoever she married, if they get divorced, they said in the book, you still are committing adultery because you're not supposed to get divorced. If people really read and understood. So those vows go deeper than what most people realize because you become a one, you become a union, you become together. And I'm telling you, when you're one with that person, I promise you, when you're one with that woman, you're going to feel everything. You're going to think the same. I can't tell you how many times, you know, at the time my wife, she would call, hey, let's have this for dinner, this, that. You think the same because you're a one. You feel everything. But when you start doing fuck shit, that woman going to feel it. Or that man's going to feel it. It's going to be, I'm telling you. Like, so it's like, you know, you got, you know, pray and ask God, you know, to lead you, you know, to nobody's perfect. Everybody, one thing everybody has to understand, everybody comes with problems and issues. It don't matter who you go to, you can go to the next person. Everybody got problems and issues. And it's depending on where they at and where at in life and how they able to deal with them. So you can't try to say, well, I'm going to leave this person to go over here. They might got something else going on. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's a
about
fact. Oh,
you having to accept what's for you and deal with it. The allotment in your life that God allows you to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You can't run from it. Like I got
that's the
special
reason why
needs
some
child.
people just always run from person to person and never get themselves right.
Exactly. You got to fix yourself before you can go anywhere and think you can go and think, you know what I'm saying? You can't get our relationship and then go get another. If you ain't fixed yourself, you know that you cause harm in that shit. But you can repair it. God asks and God does forgive. And if you do, you ask for forgiveness and you repent, and you know what I'm saying, you serious about it, God can mend things together. He can make them possible, but people don't want to believe that. He can heal relationships and put people back together, but people want to run from their issues and problems and go put it on other people and then not fix what they know what's wrong with them that hurt the other person before.
Right.
That's a fact. There's a saying that says, wherever you go, you take you with you.
Yeah. And honestly, that really goes back to the idea of shame versus conviction. Shame will keep you where you are because that's how the devil really gets to taunt you. But conviction is saying, you know what, I can do better than this. I know better than this. Let's just move and hold myself accountable. What I did was wrong. I accept what I did, but I can do better and
I
move
say
on.
conviction is ownership
Right.
and taking the steps to not just demonstrate, but embody your change or embody
That's
your
right.
elevation.
And let me say
Mm-hmm.
one other thing, and to, you know, fellas, and this is real. It's not about the money. It's not about that. Women require time with family and time. That is the most important thing to them. The money that you provide, yeah, you're gonna take care of, but God will lead, He will provide all that. But time, spending time with your family and doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you, feel like that's spending time because that's what we don't have a lot of. But when you have it, you got to make use of it, man.
Gratitude, Chris.
that's
That's
right.
the
Come
truth.
on,
I agree
Mr.
with that.
Millie. Go on,
That's the
Mr.
Okay.
truth,
Miller.
man.
Come on. Come on.
Thank you. Because that's
Somebody
the men
pass
I
around
come
the
from.
collection plate.
That's right.
I just look young, you know what I'm saying? I just look young, but you know, I've been through some things and I've seen some things, and you know, God has also, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, just opened my eyes to a lot of things and a lot of things, situation, experiences, and things that I've been through in life. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm still learning, but at the same time, it's just like, it really make you realize, how precious life and how precious the relationships that you have, that, with the people that you love and that you claim to love, that you should have and build, because like those are important. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people gotta understand, like, it's not all about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you serve each other, what I'm saying? Serve one another, like help one another build, what I'm saying? Come up, like, and when you do that, like, things will go better in the relationship. But you also can't forget to date, to go out and to do those little things, because we get so caught up in life and everything else that we forget to do that. And then you let others catch your attention. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It says in the Bible, don't deprive each other, what I'm saying, from one another for too long, because the temptation will set in, And so once people understand what that means as a married couple, you can do whatever you want. If you want to bust it open on your husband, do it like that all that goes because y'all married. You know what I'm saying? Say don't deprive each other. So that means find a way to sustain, to keep that relationship fresh. Do whatever you have to do. You know what I'm saying? But others, you know what I'm saying? Like, you leave certain, I'm not going to do this, and when you're a married couple, I mean, I know people have different preferences, but hey, do what you have to do. And it says that for your partner. When you start doing all that other extra outside shit, that's when things get screwed up.
And see, that's what the problem is. People think that they can be in a union, a commitment with someone.
I got you,
Yes,
Faith.
you are still an individual, but they think that they can still do their own thing. There's a difference. There's a huge difference. Once you make that commitment to someone, it is a we thing. It's not a me thing anymore.
And
I
it
mean,
and,
Right.
yes, you have
and
to
it says
sustain
it
yourself. But
and it says husbands submit to your wives and wives submit to your husbands, not wives submit to your husbands and you, like, because people take that out of context. You submit to each other. And what I'm saying, the husband is to lead by example as far as from God, and the wife follows, but she's also to help make and to make decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times the woman to make a sound decision or make a better decision, and then you might think about it and confirm it. You know what I'm saying? The man is supposed to have the last say as far as that, but without reasoning from also the wife to have balance. See, people take that, my last word is this or that. No, yeah, you are to get that and think on it. You know what I'm saying? And if it don't reside in what God in his will, then of course, that's not it. But we as men have, and then people have to really understand and get that understanding on verses. No, we're to submit to each other. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
that's what people forget. Like, especially men. Like, we try to take that verse and flip it around and use it as, no, you're my wife, you submit, and you know, like, you know what I'm saying? No,
Yeah, I
your
heard
body
niggas say that in divorce court too. I heard niggas say that. You my wife. You supposed to cook. You supposed to do all this stuff. That's how my mama. That's how my mama had it with my dad. I was like, yo, he in
But
divorce
those
court.
are
He
the
don't even
same
realize he in divorce court
people.
saying that shit.
Those are the
You can't
same
talk to no
people
woman
who
like that. They gonna buck.
those are the same
Yo,
people who probably never read the book of Titus either, where they say, I'm going to hold you
oh,
responsible as the head of your household not to abuse your
I see
power.
you, Faith.
So you can talk all about submissive this and submissive that. If y'all don't submit to each other, but submit
Mm-hmm.
to God first, both of y'all in trouble. But especially you as the leader of your household, you a man and you don't want to submit to God, you're in trouble. Your whole household in trouble. To God first, both of y'all in trouble. But especially you as the leader of your household, you a man and you don't want to submit to God, you're in trouble. Your whole household. You might have to turn off the speaker in the background.
okay.
You might have to turn off the speaker in the background.
Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. We talking about stuff like it's ancient and shit. That shit is tripping me out for real. Yeah,
But
like how Chris
see,
was just talking about simple shit. It's like, yo, that's
But
All I'm gonna say
again,
is I meant to say this too. Shout out to the people that are still keeping it together, man. That's very important. The people that's keeping it together, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all might be some of the last people, man.
Amen.
That's the way it look right now.
It is ancient though, because it go back to universal law and principle. And
Yeah.
so this submission factor is really around in marriages and relationships, like the energy between divine masculine and feminine. The man is to protect and serve. However, the woman is the foundation, right? And because we live in a time where things have been taken out of context and it's been a split between men and women. Women want to act like men or be men. And at times, maybe we've had to be that, but not want to submit into the God within themselves so that their men can protect and serve them.
True.
That is true. A lot of women did had to be hard for survival. Like, I know what's up.
Yeah.
You
but
know what I'm saying?
see,
And that's what happened. Holding it down and be hard and hold it down and be strong, be strong. And women they wound up being, yeah, I know what happened. I seen the
It's
whole shit
really
happen.
hard to be submissive when you've had to carry the whole weight as if you were a man.
that's a fact. That's a
Very
fact.
hard to do so.
True indeed, and it wreaks havoc on our bodies. That's why women got breast cancer,
That's
these
a fact.
uterine cancers.
The heaviest
So
thing I got is
true.
stress too.
Yeah, and it caused all this disease in our body. So at some point, it's like you got to go within self and submit to God within yourself and surrender to that and look at yourself.
And
It's
see, I'm
true.
glad that you have mentioned that because
Yeah.
look, especially our women, especially black women, think about how they can always throw certain diseases and certain afflictions on us, right? Black women, we're the ones that suffer the most from fibroids and PCOS and all kind of, reproductive health issues. Consider that. Also
Mm-hmm.
consider the fact that black women, a lot of us, we suffer from what is that? There's infant mortality, there's maternal mortality, a lot of these things that we're hearing, complications with pregnancy and delivering of children. These are the things that we're hearing a lot about. And it's particularly afflicting a lot of Black women who are in America, who
Yep.
have lineage in America, who, even if you're first generation and you're from other places, the fact that you have been raised and you pretty much have been indoctrinated in the American way of life. Again, we have been taught to be very individualistic. Now we have all these migrants coming from different places of the world. And as you always point out, Fame, these people are coming here as families. The future is family. So, like you said,
Thank you.
if you want to be, if you want to be an old head, that's that
That's
individual
why I
shit.
told y'all
That's
this
the
is played out.
individualistic
She's an old
shit.
head. Told you ain't
Yeah,
no
she
age.
is an
She's an
old
old
head.
head. You
She
know
is
what
an
she do? I'm
old
gonna break
head.
her down. You know what she represent? In the house all week with the baby, go out on the weekend. That's old shit. I seen my crackhead aunt do that shit. I seen many old heads do that. She's doing the same shit. That's old shit. That's right. Be in the house all week on that fucking phone, hitting that live button, talking shit, go out on the weekend. Basic shit. All right, it's old shit. That's how some people got left home and their motherfucking uncle was touching on them because their mother was always going to the club back then. That's old shit. So that's why I say when people talk that age shit to me, or that was then. No, I will prove to you how y'all still doing the same old shit. Even to that coat you got on, that looks like an old fucking sheepskin from the 80s. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So nothing new you're gonna show me that's new. I'm always show you that shit old. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Even to that tattoo on your neck, white people been doing that shit. So it's nothing new niggas do. Never
But
gonna trick you with none of that shit.
the bitch was smoking
Period.
crack. It don't get older than smoking crack. That shit is
You know what I'm
from the
saying?
fucking 80s. Who fucking smokes crack
You know
in
what I
the
mean? The bitch got caught with crack
2000s?
in the 2020s. What are y'all talking about?
Who
Exactly.
does that?
Thank you. She got caught with crack, man. She got a fucking crack cocaine charge, man. Yeah, she probably was selling and smoking. But don't forget, she was smoking after she was on the reality show. So that bitch was getting high, man, with her check, man. Shit, that's what she was doing.
Well, Fame, remember when we had the first show that you had and we was talking about marriage
Uh-huh.
and I was breaking down how I've been married for what is it? 27 years now. April 13th made 27 years. Um, and I explained the situation that my husband and I now have. Chris, what you're saying is also true when you are, I guess, when you're in your first, because I can say the first 10 years of our marriage was good. I can't say anything negative about it. But the longer you live, the more things are going to happen in life, the more changes you're going to face. And just, it's just life itself is going to, life is going life. So you're going to go through, the longer you've been married, you go through more things. You go through death, you go through sickness, you go through loss of finances, you go through not even liking that person sometimes anymore, because the longer you've been together, just imagine being with somebody for 20 some years. 20 some years of your life, not having anybody else. That's your mate. That's who you have. That's who you wake up every morning to, who you come home, who you have children with. It's first of all, it's a business. So when you get divorced, remember, marriage is a business. So you don't just break up like a girlfriend and boyfriend and go your way. The longer you've been married, the more things come into play when you divorce. Like you gotta split
See,
every, if you're
that's
in
why
a certain, yep, you're in
that
a certain
saying is
state,
true.
you
It's
got to
cheaper to
split
keep it.
everything. Yep, you got to split everything 50-50 in certain states. It ain't no such thing as you give him, because I know in New Jersey, this is how it was when I was still in New Jersey. You split everything 50-50. Your 401k, he gets half, you get half of his. So it's no such thing as you going to get all the money from him because you a
Mhm.
female and you have kids. That's not true in certain states. So you said one thing that kept me and my husband together. We figured that it was cheaper to stay with each other than to go off and be with somebody else.
Cheaper to keep it. Cheaper to keep it.
We just figured, why should you start anew with somebody else? And one of our older friends told us this: you got sweat equity in your marriage. So now you're going to break up and divorce, which God hates. God hates divorce, like you said. So
Yep.
now you're going to divorce him, move on with somebody else. And he said, you're gonna ride by the house that you left your wife and your children in. This new man gonna be in your house that you paid for all these years, and that you probably still paying for, even because you wanted to move on with somebody else. You can't take care of two families these days because the money is just not that long. People can't take care of one family,
Okay.
let
Facts.
alone
What
two
you
families.
for real?
And you just got to remember, you have to, everybody's situation is going to be different. And I tell people this all the time. You have to sit down with each other, discuss the situation, discuss whether you love each other enough to come to a conclusion that's going to be good for both of y'all. And sometimes that saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Sometimes you got to go apart to see if you really love that person. And I'm not saying divorce or anything. You might need to take a break. Maybe you need a 2 month break, a 6 month break, whatever it is. But during that time, you're going to sit back and you're going to see, you're going to weigh the outs, you're going to weigh the good through the bad. If the bad weighs more than the good, then you might say, okay, I can make it without this person. Well, I can bet your bottom dollar, if the longer you've been with a person, when you take that separation, you're gonna realize, you know what, I love this person. It's just that when we're together, sometimes I take it for granted. And we do take each other for granted. Cause you figure, oh, they ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. I can spend all the rent money. He ain't gonna say nothing. So you just have to, yeah, I mean, we gotta keep it real. People, I
Hey,
mean,
I'm gonna ask you a question too, Faye. I want to ask somebody. Tell the truth. Do you think a lot of women sent a lot of men to their grave early by working them to death and spending all their money?
yeah, I mean, that's a definite
Heck
thing. I
yeah.
said that. I
A lot of
Oh
men die before they
Lord.
tell them that alone too, y'all. These are
No,
facts.
it's true, because I have friends like that. The man has to work so much to bring in all this expensive stuff she want. Oh, I want a Lexus. Oh, I want to live in this kind
Thank
of
you,
house.
Sheila.
Oh, I want to wear this. I want to wear this. I want that. I want the kids to have this. And then once your kids grow up and move out, and now it's an empty nest, it's just you and him. You won't have no kids no more. Just think about that the longer you're together. Those kids are going to grow up and move out. So now it's him and you. You don't have no excuse, the kids. You don't have no excuse, oh, we got to run here, we got to run there. It's you and him. So now it's y'all time to sit back and enjoy each other. So if you work your husband to death, now he's sick. He's
A lot
sick
of
and
those
all
men
broke.
died in the pandemic too. Like I
Yep.
know somebody that lost their husband in that shit. They worked them to death. Like a lot of
Yeah.
men died before their time. Just period. Yeah, man. Slaving.
Because you done broke him
My
down.
point, because with something you said, like you said, because you got some men was doing everything, but their wife was not only spending the money, they was creating debt.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
See
know
what I'm
a lot
saying?
of
And you
friends
have
of
you have a lot of
mine.
men that work even to this day. They working their ass off, but they know for a fact their wife put their ass in debt, man.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
they gonna work to the day they die. It's just a fact. When he dies, she getting that check. And
Yep.
some people got shit set up like that right now. It sound crazy, but it's the truth. You know what I'm
Well, no,
saying?
it goes back to this too, Fame. People get these insurance policies on their spouses now, and they're large ones because you figure, like you said, the pandemic brought that out in a lot of people.
Yes, Fame. That yes, Colleen, that is so true.
Yep.
Because I just recently heard at my job, one of my colleagues, he came up to me. I'm sorry, I'm hearing an echo in the
I'm hearing the
background.
echo too.
Somebody might have their speaker on in the background or another TV or something.
He says to me, he was like, our insurance, we have like an insurance provider. I work for the city, and there's an insurance provider that usually comes in and makes presentations. I want to say like once every 3 months. And he was like, yo, I could take out an insurance policy on my wife without telling her.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
so this is a hustle. Everything is a hustle. This is the thing that people have to
Disclaimer.
understand. If you do not get that America is built on capitalism,
Mm-hmm.
then you don't understand anything about America. It is
See, thing you
always
just that's right.
about
That's right.
it
Nothing
is
is real.
always
It's about what you
about
said right there.
money. It is all
Yep.
about money. So
Everything
he
is
was
about money.
so he sat down with one of the representatives and he was like, I really don't have to inform my wife, so my wife is not going to know about it. He was speaking to me because he felt conflicted about it. He was like, you know what? The person gave him a card and they were like, you know what? Just think about it. And he felt away because he's like, wait a minute. If they're proposing this to me, him and his wife, we all work for the same city agency. He's like, if they're proposing this to me, they're proposing it to my wife. So he's like he's getting all these ideas about his wife, and I'm like, look, and I had to sit down, I had to counsel him. I said, look, you trust your wife, right? Because he didn't exactly say to me, oh well, if they're coming at me like this, then they're coming at my wife like that. I could tell from the way how he was communicating with me that he had that concern that maybe his wife might take out an insurance policy on him without him
Gotcha.
knowing. And I
City was
said to
scared.
him, yeah, I said to him, I said, listen, you don't really have any control over that. But if you trust your wife and if you know your wife, there's certain expectations that you should have of her, you know? And two, if you really have good communication with your wife, you two can, this would be a time for you guys to actually sit down and have a conversation with each other about it and just say, hey, in the worst case scenario, what happens? Babe, I care about you. I want you to be covered. So, yeah, why don't you take out an insurance policy on me? Take
The
out the
death do you
max.
part, man. The death do
Yes.
you part.
So, this is the thing. A lot of times, too, people will be in relationships with each other, they're in marriages, and they don't want to have the hard conversations.
So true. So
Oh
true.
shit.
Facts. Not for nothing. I've never been married. I plan to be married, but my job is to know as many X factors as possible. The less surprises when I say I do, the better. People do not want to ask the serious questions and they get surprised and the shock of their lives later when it's too late.
Well, that's young people now. They don't ask the hard questions. They get married right away. They don't
Mhm.
really know. They don't know that. They don't know their husband's families. He don't know their families real well. Because remember, when you marry an individual, you're marrying their family too.
Right.
You might say, "Oh no, my wife not gonna have to worry about my family." Oh yes, she will. At one point
Mhm.
in stage in life, she will have to worry about them. So you want to make sure you know his family, you know his genetics, like
Yep.
the certain diseases that family might carry. I mean,
Yep.
it's just so many things you have to find out about before you marry a person, and because everything that looks good
Generational
out,
curses
yeah,
too.
yeah,
Mhm.
everything that looks good on the outside is not always good. So you have to find out their mental state. I mean, it's just so much things. Their credit scores now,
Yep.
because you don't want to have a good credit score and then marry somebody who they in the 400s, the 200s.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, you're gonna be mixing everything with them. It's not
So
gonna be
true.
mine, mine, mine. You're gonna be mixing, especially if that's if you plan to have a strong marriage, you're gonna have to build. You're gonna have to build and connect everything together. If you start that mine and his and that kind of stuff, oh, it's not gonna last because you're gonna be keeping your stuff over here. He's gonna be keeping his stuff over there, and I mean, it's that's no way to live because that means you don't trust a person.
Right.
The the craziest thing that I had heard, I have a colleague who I work with. She's in her 60s and she's been married to her husband for 30, I want to say about 30 years. And she was saying to me, she was like, your spouse doesn't have to know everything. And I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of old school in my thinking. I am decades younger than her, but I'm like, if I get married, why would I want to keep anything hidden from my spouse? What's the point? Because if I'm going to work on that time, then my spouse is going to work on that time. I have the expectation that we're going to be honest with each other and we can have open dialogue and open communication. That was one of the issues that I had with my previous fiance. He didn't want to be open, he didn't want to communicate, he was scared to talk about anything. I'm the one, I'm vocal. I talk about everything. I
With
have the
no
hard
conversation, shit is
conversations.
that, you know what I say? With no conversation, that shit is fake. That's what I say.
Right. Like, I don't have a problem having the hard conversations. Yes, certain things are hard, but I think if you have those conversations, there's always room to discuss solutions. I'm a firm believer that I'm not going to say that everything can be solved, but there's ways to work around things. And so if he's not having it's not going to work if one person is always communicating. What, I got to pull teeth in order for you to just say something simple? Who can be in a relationship like that? And
Right.
that
But
was that was the problem with us, and that's why we couldn't move forward, because it was just a lot of, oh, you know how I am, and I'm like, that's not going to work with me because you know how I am.
part of the reason why it's important to talk to, you also have to understand what you're willing to tolerate and what you can't. And
Right.
some people aren't real about what they're willing to tolerate. They think they can change the situation, change the person. No, certain things, okay, maybe at first you thought you could handle it, but then you weren't being honest down the line and say, okay, I can't deal with this. Or you knew from the jump you weren't okay with it. You pretended you were, and now you're bitter and angry and you're taking it out on the person.
And you know how many passive aggressive people out there, and that
Yeah.
is
Mm-hmm.
extremely harmful. And so, like, people will respond to you're like, why are you responding to me like this? Meanwhile, they're responding to you based off of something you said to them like a year or so ago, and they just don't have the capacity or the desire to articulate, well, hey, you said this to me. And I'm like, okay, if you can't talk to me about certain things, get a therapist, get a neutral party. And that was also the problem too. You don't want to talk to, you want to drink, you know what I'm saying? You want to have these other unhealthy outlets, when I think I'm a very approachable person. I hear I'm not, but I've heard I'm intimidating, whatever. But if I'm in a relationship with someone, you should be able to communicate with me and talk to me. But you rather be passive aggressive. Another thing that people do is they think that they can ignore things until they don't exist anymore, and that's also not true. I'm going to avoid
Avoidance.
it.
That's that
Yeah.
Right.
yo, that's
Yep.
that hiding under the cover shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Avoidance.
Hi, everybody. Can I jump in
Hey.
here real quick? What's
Hey,
good? What
Hey.
up,
Rainy
friends? Shayna,
Woman.
Medea, Colleen, Shireen, C Mills, and everybody in the chat. What's good? Y'all all right tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Bet. I'm gonna just jump in real quick on what y'all talking about right now. So, one thing I think a lot of people today are afraid of doing, or they just simply don't find important, is one, establishing boundaries, healthy boundaries. taking the time to really get to know each other, not rushing into things, having deal breakers, having things that they are willing to compromise on, knowing what you can compromise on, and relationship counseling before you get married.
No, those are all great factors. You're correct.
I agree. I agree.
They are. They're all
Yeah.
great factors.
That random woman, I agree.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, yes, they are. But most people don't have relationship counseling before they get married because their thing now is I don't need somebody who don't even know me to tell me what I should be doing or how I should handle things. I know myself best. I hear so many young people say that. Who knows me better than me?
And that's pride, and pride starts growth.
Yep.
That's why you want people spend their whole life running from themselves. Like I said,
But I also wanted to say this too. When you say, "Oh, I don't need to know much about this about my mate because I'm okay with just knowing this," you will need to know everything because the day that person, if you should die before that person or they die before you want to make sure you have what do I want to say, like a wide range of everything that has gone on in their life.
that's
If they
right.
have a living will, you know what, like if they have any outside children that are going to come now because my father or my mother is dead and I want my stuff, so many people can contest the will and hold it up. He might have a mistress that he has for many years and you've never even known about it. Now she shows up at the funeral. We've had that happen so many times. I mean, you see so many people talk about that. I didn't know my husband had this girlfriend or this mistress, and now she's at the
Snoop Dogg.
wedding. I mean, at the funeral with this baby, talking about it's his kid.
I've seen that happen too. Like for real, for
Yep,
real. That's crazy.
yep, and that's a true factor. People think it's just like movies and stuff. No, it is real. All these kind of things happen when people die. You have all kinds of stuff you ain't know about, or he might have it somewhere written where his mother has total control or her mother has total control. You don't
Yeah,
have
a lot of
control
that
of
goes down
anything.
now too. You're not lying.
Yep. You the wife, or you been with him so many years, so you think, oh, I'm gonna be in control, and you come to find out he said, oh, my mother's in control of everything, and I've left
Yeah,
everything to my mother.
I'm not gonna lie,
So
Faith. That go back to what we was just saying. When we was talking about how some women run men in the ground. Those be them same men that do switch that paperwork up. They do that.
yep,
Yep.
leave it
Or
right
you
to
got
their
some
mothers.
dudes that know their wife be cheating. They'll just let her keep knowing she do, but they'll just
hmm
switch that paperwork over to
Yep.
somebody else. That's what they
At
do.
the end of the day, now you sitting there and his mother come take everything.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
But I personally had it happen to somebody I know, so I know it's true.
Plus, I learned from people with wisdom, not old, older people
hmm
with wisdom. Man, I learned a lot, man. Trust me, man.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of scenarios, man.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That
I've been
marriage,
around.
some of that
I've
marriage
seen a lot
punish your
too.
ass
Yep. I've seen a
before and
lot of
after marriage.
scenarios.
Because remember, it's marriage and then after marriage.
Yep. You got to remember that. And now
Yeah. Shout out to
you
the people
sitting
that made
out.
it after marriage too, man. They
Yep.
go
You sitting out there crying. You
be
crying.
like
All laws don't
this
know what to
motherfucker that
do.
took all these years off my life, motherfucker.
Yep. Oh,
I
now you
I
mad.
heard.
Yep. Now you mad. You mad.
Time is the most important thing. A lot of people
You
realizing that
can't
now,
get it
man.
back.
What's up?
Mm,
What's up,
I
Malay?
heard there were three rings. There's the
I love
engagement
time, boy.
ring,
Time is very
the
precious.
wedding ring, and the suffering.
Yes.
That's what I was told.
Yes, that is. That's why I said the longer you've been married, the more things come into play.
Why I said it's a job, it's work. It's not. People think marriage is like it's easy. It's a commitment. Like it's amazing how you see some of them older couples, man, to be married for 40 and 50 years. But like if you ask them, it wasn't easy. Like you
Oh
know what
no,
I'm
they'll tell
saying?
you. Oh no, like I said, there's so many stories I could tell you about my
Mhm.
marriage since we've been together. I mean,
Oh,
it's
oh
been
man.
it's been good, it's been bad, it's been in between. I mean,
So you've been
it's
married. I got a question too, Faith. If you married, are you supposed to divorce your husband if he get caught cheating?
well, you know that even in the Christian faith and in the Muslim faith, because I have studied Islam and been in Islam for so many years, and I'm been in Christianity too. Divorce is not tolerated at all. If that person was or did cheated or any infidelity in your marriage, you're supposed to go back. Like I forget who just said it. Go to counseling. Find out what went wrong. Did that person
Yep.
find out what went wrong? That that person did that.
Yeah, that's really what I meant. Because you know how some people get divorced over the cheating stuff quick.
No, you're supposed to find out what you
That's
might
really what
blame
I
it
was
on him.
asking. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Like, how
you
much?
might no, it's
Yeah.
not tolerated. So
Because you know
that's
how
why I
some people
said,
got married and it wasn't a
oh
solid
yeah,
marriage because
yep.
a situation like that broke the marriage. That
That
was
was a
my
deal
point.
breaker for them. So that was a deal
Yeah,
breaker for them. You cheat, I'm leaving. But like I said, if anybody listened to that first show, I mean, I explained a lot of scenarios in my life, and I explained how I actually got to the scenario that I'm at now in my life, and I can say since I've been in Atlanta the last five, well, I've been here since 2015, 2019. I've been here since 2019. The first year I got here, um, me and my husband had took a separation. So because I'm from New Jersey, I came down here. Some things happened with my daughter, so I came down here to see about her. And then her husband died, so I stayed on longer. And my husband wanted me to come back to New Jersey, but I said I had to stay with my kids. I need to stay. My kids need me down here. So I said, I can't just leave my kids. You were stronger. You can be there in New Jersey. We have a house in New Jersey. We'll be fine. So he got a little upset about that. So I had to go back and see to myself, was I being selfish by saying I was going to stay with my adult children? And at the time, I said, no, I'm not being selfish. My daughter just lost her husband unexpectedly. My grandchildren just lost their father. My son needs me too. I said, if my husband loves me and I could tolerate a lot of stuff from him, he can tolerate this for a year. And if he can't tolerate this for a year after we talk, then I'm like, um, we're gonna have to come to some kind of agreement because I'm not leaving them. So we came to an agreement. Um, I was gonna get a house here. Well, I did get a house here. I'll get a house here, and he gets the house in New Jersey. We'll make sure all the bills are paid at both places. He'll come see me. He'll come see me once or twice a month. I'll come to New Jersey once or twice a month. So we'll see. We'll be seeing each other. Um, it was rocky in the beginning. I can't say that it wasn't because he felt as though I left him. He felt as though I put my children first and I left him. So he was disgruntled, angry. So he didn't come see me a lot. And I didn't see him a lot. Uh Cheating was the last thing on my mind, like coming down here and finding somebody, because my mind wasn't on that. My mind was on being there for them. So I had tunnel vision. Now, like I had told him one time when we talked, if you feel as though I left you and you just can't tolerate this anymore, you go do what you need to do for you. Because I'm doing what I need to do for me. So that's why I'm saying, Chris, it comes to times where you have to compromise and you have to sit back and look at the situation. Because after that year, 2019, 2020, he came to me and he said, I can't live without you. So if that's what you want to do, we're going to do it. I'm going to buy you the house there. We'll keep our house here and we'll see each other. We'll see each other every weekend. We'll make it our business to come. He said, Frontier's got cheap flights. I can come down there. You can come back here. And we in turn made it work, and it works. I live in Atlanta. I have a house here in Atlanta. He has a house in New Jersey. We both have these homes together. It's not like one person have one house and one person. No, we have both homes together, and I pay all the bills for both homes. Like his money goes into the account, and I make sure all the bills are paid for both homes. I mean, I've always done that all my life. I can't take the money and spend it on something else. I have to make sure my bills are paid first. And that's just how I've been my whole life. But that's why I'm saying, if you love the person, separate for a while and see what happens.
that's true.
If you can live without them, then hey, go do what you need to do by yourself. But you will come to like I said, the longer you've been together, you will realize that what, I do love that person and I can't live without them. So I'm going to have to make a compromise, regardless to what it's going to be, what it's going to take. I'm going to stay with that person no matter what. We're going to make this work.
Makes
Kudos to
sense.
you. Kudos to you, Faith. This is what I would say. a deal breaker is. I don't think that cheating is necessarily a deal breaker. Again, I agree with you wholeheartedly, Faith. Both parties need to examine what's going on. A deal breaker is you put your hands on me,
Oh yeah, that's
that's
a deal
it.
breaker.
That's it. That's it.
Oh yeah,
There's a
that's
there's
definitely
a
it. No, yeah,
there's
Hey,
there's
was that
there,
Shereen? That
no.
was you made
and
that
that's
voice?
huh?
That was you made that voice?
I said that's it. That's
Somebody
it.
put hands on you. You said that like somebody put hands on you before. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely.
You sound like you were
Oh
fighting a
my.
dude in the hallway right
Absolutely.
now.
Listen, let me tell you
Oh
something.
my.
I ain't never hear that voice from Shereen.
I've
Dang, that's
had
crazy.
I've had
Shut
I'm
Yeah,
I've
done
had a
talking.
no, that shit right
I've
there
had
is
a
a no
nigga
no.
pull a
Hell
gun
no.
out on me. Okay,
What?
Oh
Whoa.
shit.
don't
I
get
know
it
what that means.
don't get it
Mm.
twisted. I've had a nigga
Whoa.
pull a gun out on me. I've had
Wow.
a nigga listen. I could
That
write a
that
book.
means two things. That one of them might have meant he took you out, spent a lot of money, and you act like you like him, but you shitted on him and he got mad.
No, this
You
was
was
somebody
talking
that
too
I was in a
much.
relationship with. No, this was somebody that I was in a relationship
Just
with.
playing around, yo.
He was older than me, and he also, you know what? I'm gonna leave that out because I don't want to
Go wax
offend
on the go.
anybody on the line.
Go wax. What up,
But
wax? Go.
but no, he thought that he had control over me. He was a little obsessed,
Yeah, man. No,
and
yeah.
so
I was going on that side. You done turned that man out, man.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not.
Yeah, you
Listen.
turned that man out, man.
So
That's what I ain't want to say that part that you said, man. But it's either two ways.
I'm not
Either
saying
that, or
that.
you ain't want to give him nothing, man. That's what that was. He took you out
I
with his money.
I am
They
not.
said
This
his money.
That's why nigga, people put a gun out on her, yo.
yes, this yes. I have listen. I have been through it. So
Mm.
so listen. I have no. You put your hands on me. That's it. And I'm not talking about like you have said before, Fame. And I agree. There are levels to it. But you slapping me, you punching me,
We
you
gotta
pulling
clarify
gun,
that there's levels
you
to it, but I don't co-sign none of that shit. Just in case somebody hit this
Hell
episode.
and I
no,
don't
man.
and I
I'm
don't
not.
and I don't
Yeah,
and I don't co-sign
Nah.
any
yeah,
I don't
ain't no
co-sign
levels.
any
Hell
of
Yeah,
it
no,
either.
there's
bro.
What
levels
I'm
to it now. You got push.
what
You got
I'm
to do to push you. You got to do push your back or push you on the bed. You got to do my, uh,
like somebody grabs you, right? Like if
yeah. He
it's like
might
if
grab you
somebody
hard,
grabs you,
put you on
but if a
the
but if a
wall.
person actually
You got some to
slaps
smack
you
you.
or
Yeah, shake
Well,
punches
you.
well,
you,
You
well,
a lot
no,
of guns
well,
on you.
it's a
no.
different. It's a difference too because different slaps. Like now, if as a man, you don't fucked up and your woman done came in and slapped you, you deserve that shit. But I'm saying, as far as you as a
That
man,
happens
it's
too.
no way, in no shape, form, or fashion should you ever put your hand on the woman, regardless of what. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, now if I know I done, so why you looking at that? You know what I'm saying? This, you know how women do, but like to go as a man and be like, oh, try to have control. Hell nah, I don't condone that. No man should do that, cause that's coward shit right there. That's coward
first
shit.
of all, it's not gonna work. Second of all, it's gonna backfire on you. And third of all, you gonna play yourself. You know
Now
what I'm saying?
I will say,
Like,
like if a woman is going through that and if they married, now I will say yes, get out of a situation like that. You know what I'm saying? I say it's easier to deal, even though it's wrong as far as cheating, it's easier to deal, you know what I'm saying, and to somebody to change from that than somebody abusing you and damn near killing you. Like that is uncalled for, and I wouldn't want no woman to be in an abusive relationship with a man that they're married to, because that's just not right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, you would have to get out of a situation like that.
People have the right to defend themselves. So if you could keep your hands to yourself, all parties involved, that would be great.
No, you're right about that, Shayna, because
You can't go provoking people in
yeah,
life and expect that shit not to return to you. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. But you can't be a female and think you can go around just
Right.
slapping
You
on
can't be
people and
I
hitting
was
me.
gonna say
yeah,
the same
bro,
Right.
yeah.
thing,
You can't
Faith.
do
I let
that
y'all
Same
say it. I
because
ain't gonna say it.
No.
yeah,
No,
because
women,
I done seen
Women need
that.
everybody,
to
I done
stop.
seen that with my own eyes
everybody
you
everybody
know
needs
what
to
I'm
keep
saying?
their hands to themselves.
I
Women
done seen
need
Everybody
that in
to
needs
my
to keep
own
their
stop
hands to
family.
hitting
themselves.
men and expecting men not to hit back. Yes, it's
yep,
wrong, but that doesn't mean it stops them because it's wrong. Men have a right to defend
defend
themselves the
themselves
same
Yeah,
way
too.
women do.
that
I
is
seen
true.
grown women cop back and smack the crap out of a grown man. I seen it
Oh
in
no.
front of friends,
I
company,
don't
all
I,
that shit.
I don't seen
They
women
were
go to
married.
jail
They were
too for
married and
hitting a
stuff.
man. I done seen them
So,
get locked up down here in Texas for the fact that the woman hit the man first.
Oh
yep.
You know
yeah,
what I'm
I've seen that.
saying?
What you doing looking
And,
at that girl?
and the man hit her back, but
I wasn't even
the
looking at
witnesses
her.
right there,
Smack.
the girl herself, told the police that she hit the man first, and all the
Yo,
stories confirmed. They took
yo,
the woman to jail. They
yo, it
ain't
go
take
to
the
what I
man
was
to
just
jail.
saying. Yo, see, it go back to what
Somebody
we was
had to
talking about
go
with Faith.
eventually. They was gonna take one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yo, that shit go to what we was saying. I'm not bullshitting. Everything y'all just said. You got some women that be spending all his money,
Mm-hmm.
beating on that motherfucker, spending all his money, letting him get drunk, beating on his
Yep.
ass, really extorting his ass for real. I'm telling you, that shit be going on for real. He's scared of that
It's
lady.
true.
He's scared of that girl. Yeah, that shit be
Didn't
for real.
Krishan put her hands on Blueface?
All the time.
Yeah. Let the nigga get drunk, start beating on a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that's an old school game. I figured this out as I got old, like recent, like she was using that dude. Like that was the game they was running. You know, turn him out, make him go to work, cheat on nigga while he at work.
Mm-hmm.
He come home, he get drunk, keep him drunk, beat on a nigga, you know, had a nigga scared. Man, she crazy, man. Now she playing a role, bro. She giving you hell on purpose, man, extorting your ass dead, man. That shit for real.
But you know what,
Every
Fame? A
chance he
lot of
get, run up on a nigga, fuck his shit up, fuck, you know, yeah. But really, no, nigga, you gonna go to work, give me that fucking check. That's what all that shit was about.
But
You
you
know
know
what I'm
what,
saying?
Fame? A lot of young boys nowadays, they hitting. You know, they is knocking them out. They hit them. You know, they hitting them right on back. They don't
Yeah.
care about that old stuff about don't hit a girl. She hit me, so I'm hitting her
Nah.
back. I've heard them say that a lot of times.
Yeah, that
Well, you
shit
don't
going
know
down.
what she did to me. She came up to me and she threw something at me, or because
Yeah. You want to
nowadays,
be,
since yeah,
technical domestic violence is the number one crime going on right
yep,
now.
it
That's
sure
number one.
is. Mm-hmm.
That and fucking theft and shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because you
that's the
know,
number one thing.
women will throw things. They will.
The main people say they love each other. The main people trying to kill each other right now.
Mhm.
That's a fact.
Yep.
The main people that really hate each other.
And
That's going on right now
I went
everywhere.
through a abusive relationship like that in my 20s with a girl when I was like 20, 21. She was from Louisiana. She had got abused, used to get beat on by her dude. So somehow it just transferred to her. And she was like, I didn't grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? I grew up, I seen my mother getting beat on. I used to have to jump out the second floor window to go call the police because I used to try to jump on my younger brother and sister dad. But what I'm saying is when I was in that relationship, man, that girl used to throw shit at me. She used to try to hit me with all kinds of shit, just be abusive. And man, I had to get out that shit, yo. Like the last straw was when the police kicked in my door with the tasers with their guns out because this chick wanted to keep arguing. She threw my rims down the stairs from the third floor and they bust on the second people's floor. I was like, yo, that's it. Like, you gotta go, bro, because somebody gonna get hurt. And it's not gonna be me because the police busted in my crib. I'm a black man. First thing they might do is shoot. Like, man, I was scared for my life as far as that. Like, because I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't condone that. I'm not gonna put my hands on a woman. But like, nah, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna defend myself if I have to, but at the end of the day, it's like, no, man, I can't. You know what I'm saying? After that shit, I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit
Hey, yo,
leads
that
to other
I ain't gonna
stuff.
lie though. What Shireen said, what she said, I'm not gonna lie. That's always an old tactic. That's a tactic of a nigga. That's his last resort when he knows girl gonna leave his ass. He try to scare the
Yep.
shit out of him with a gun on. That's a
Mm-hmm.
punk move, yeah. He know you gonna leave. Yeah, mad niggas did that, try to scare the girl for leaving them, man. That shit crazy, man. Oh my
You know
god,
what?
man.
It's true what you're
They put it
saying.
in the movie. Don't be a menace drinking your juice. They were just making it a joke. You know what? Marlon Wayans put the gun in the girl head when she turned him down. But yeah,
No, but it's true what you're
shit
saying,
for
Fame,
real.
because at that point in time, I was no longer in a relationship with this person, and this person legit was stalking me. Like
Wow.
he was legit stalking me. I started dating somebody, like we were not together anymore. I dated someone else. He found out where this person lived, and then he literally just he was bigger than me. I'm not a big woman. And back then I really wasn't big. So he literally just scooped me up and it was the thing that movie scripts are made
What's
of.
up, D?
And he put a gun to me, a gun to my head, and he held me at his home for 2 days. It was a
Laughing
mess.
you. Who kidnapped you? That was kidnapping.
He kidnapped me. I literally got kidnapped, and it
See, I
was
was
just
back then. It's like, all right, whatever, nigga. All right, you say never see him no more after that.
and it was because we were no longer together. I moved
Yeah, that nigga
on.
got life in jail now.
Yeah, he served time. He served time.
Yeah, man, he kidnapped you, man. This shit crazy. That's the shit that go on. People don't understand good things and then traumatize you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Who said it
Yeah.
didn't traumatize me? Who
Nah,
said
y'all
it
got
ain't
stories too, you
traumatizing?
know. It'd be like that, man.
I
The
mean,
most important thing you can do is keep your head right now. So everybody that got their head on, you got to salute yourself because that's important right now, man. People don't lost it, man. I think a lot of people to the point of no return. That's why I don't waste time on that shit. Yeah. People know where to go at when they want to get right. You gotta be sick and tired and be tired. You know, y'all know how it go. When you get your ass whipped enough, you be tired of bullshit. Look, all that shit made you appreciate being by yourself, didn't it, Shireen?
it made me really appreciate being
You
by
appreciate being by yourself after that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck that. But nah, though, that's how it is, y'all. But I think we did good, y'all. I think this might be it's the top one, man. It's definitely. I didn't think it was gonna be that long for real, yo. Plan was, but I thought it was gonna be like over. Y'all did y'all thing on here tonight. It's been a long day. What's up, Sheba? What's up? Everybody handling now. What's up? Deja still up in here. All right, y'all. I guess that's it, man. We still got Saturday night to chill, man. Y'all enjoy y'all night. What's up, Ski?
Gratitude, y'all. Y'all have a beautiful evening. Much love.
Appreciate it. Definitely.
Likewise, y'all. Always good time with the fam,
Peace and
yo.
blessings. Yes,
See,
thank you
man.
guys. Thank
Babe,
Thank
thank you
you.
for
you.
coming on, babe.
Everybody in the chat, y'all have a good
Shayna,
weekend. Everybody on the panel,
Hello,
everybody,
good
Fame,
all of y'all in
evening.
the chat,
Shayna,
be
Have a good
blessed.
evening to the ladies. Enjoy the rest of the
Kareem,
weekend,
Everybody up on
y'all.
here, everybody catching this replay, everybody in the comments.
everybody in the
Thank you
chat,
for
man. It's all love, man. Love y'all.
in the
Y'all
chat.
have a beautiful and safe weekend, man.
All right,
Enjoy the
y'all
rest
know
of
how
your
we do. Y'all
weekend to the
stay
chat.
tuned.
Yes, definitely.
Like I say, all members stay tuned because we got more things going on. So you know how we do, Shireen. You know how we do. I know how
I'm
we
gonna
do. We're
stay
gonna
in the
bring all that
bushes.
back.
I'm gonna be in the bushes.
All right, y'all.
Fame,
So
Fame, thank you again, my brother.
no doubt, my bro. You know what it is. Shout out
Yes,
to
indeed.
everybody on
Yes,
the
Thank you.
We out, y'all. One.